I love Whirl's accent.
Yeah.
It tickles me every time he says my name.
He has an accent?
Oh, I'm
You didn't
so
notice I
glad
was
that's
up there
caught on
playing?
stream, by the way.
Hi, welcome back, everybody. Where we're, now you get a little peek of what we talk about before the stream goes live. Whirl's accent.
It's just Whirl. It's all Whirl.
It's always been Whirl.
All whirl, all the time, all whirl 24/7.
Mm-hmm.
It's what the world revolves around. I tried it. It didn't work. I'm sorry. Anyway, merry holidays and welcome back. So we're here. We're doing our... Oh, wait. I should put some music on. We're doing our little holiday special as I look for, something that does... Let's see. This sounds cool.
Is it possible to rename Kenku? Just
No.
out of curiosity.
No way.
Damn, I wanted to name him Kermbag.
No,
You can make
Kenku
him,
is the
right?
name of the app. So,
Oh.
Dang.
yeah.
I don't
Also,
even have... Oh, there he is.
Just get Kenku in here. Now I'm just listening to it by myself. You don't get to listen to the music. Hello, Annabella. Welcome. I know you did hello and lurk. So hello and enjoy your lurk. Thank you for hanging out with us. Real quick, how was it? I mean, I know I already said this, but how was everyone's holiday week? Feel free to chime in and chat too.
I've been working. And it's been tiring because lots of people are sick due to the RVS or whatever it is that's going around.
Oh, really?
RSV.
Yeah.
I thought that was just for children. I didn't realize adults could get RSV.
Nope. Getting it and it's hitting them hard.
Yeah, adults can get it too. It's
Seems to get her worse.
I think I got it last year and it beat the crap out of me. I was laid up for a full week.
Damn.
Yikes.
it's more common in kids, I think, and old people.
That makes sense.
For severe RSV anyway. Like, there's different levels.
Yeah, one of these guys I work with, he's probably about my age, better fit than me, and he definitely has it hard.
Yeah, the only reason I know anything about it is because I used to work for a specialty pharmacy, and that was my area of expertise, was doing the vaccines for kids for RSV.
Oh, wow.
Or the shots. I don't think they were vaccines. They were... I don't know. It's been a while. I don't do that anymore.
All right.
If it's
Well,
preventative, I think it's considered a vaccine.
I think, yeah, it's a vaccine. I don't know.
hopefully you dodge it, Powder.
Yeah, so far I have. I feel like it would have hit me by now. He's been out like for a couple of days, so.
It's good. I should say hopefully you continue to dodge it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe I was ground zero and just never knew it. It didn't impact me. Who knows?
The flu is
patient zero.
rampant
You
right
spread
now
it around
too,
everybody.
so, you know, everybody wash your hands.
Yeah.
Twice.
Wait, what's that?
30
What are
seconds
hands?
at least.
Sing
hands
happy
are.
birthday twice while you wash your hands.
There's also a great Sesame Street song.
Yeah?
Or if you do Maui's full rap section from You're Welcome.
What can I do? Oh, the rap.
You're welcome.
The weird things
What
you
if
learn
you
as
just-
a parent.
What if you just like pass your hands under the water and then do one of these? Is that
That's
good?
definitely fine,
No.
yes.
The
No.
only question is, why are we getting a live action Moana before we get a second one? That's all I gotta say.
I didn't even know we were getting a live action.
Yeah,
Because
you were
they don't
supposed
have to redo the
live
script
action.
for the live action one.
It's supposed to be The Rock's supposed to be playing Maui, and I guess his daughter is supposed to be Moana or something. I wouldn't be shocked if he's bankrolling it and he convinces me to do it on his own bankroll.
I mean, he
I want to do
could.
this with my daughter. I'm gonna pay for it. You can
I
pay
know
me back if it makes
the
money.
original actress that did Moana didn't feel that she was like native enough to do the live action role for some reason,
Yeah.
which seemed a bit ridiculous, but I'm pretty sure she was like from Hawaii, I thought, but I don't know. I like the movie. I'll probably end up seeing the live action one because I'll have to.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter because I don't have a choice.
I don't care about the live action one. I do like the animated one, and I just really hope that we get a Moana world in Kingdom Hearts 4.
Oh,
That's
that would
like
be great.
That's the extent of my care for Disney. Like, I don't watch Disney movies really. Like, I just like Kingdom Hearts. So I'm like, this would be a cool world in Kingdom Hearts.
All right, we should get on with the game.
Wait, there's a
Yes.
game?
Yeah, we're doing a game today. We're playing Dungeons and Dragons. We're actually going to be wrapping up our campaign with this session so we can move on to a new game called Pendragon, which I played by myself over our little break, and I liked it. So that's a joke? Question mark.
I was really concerned for a minute there because it sounded like something you would do, but I was like, no.
No. I'm just gonna make Bane attack at the end of this, so then we can kill him off, and then we're done, and we move on.
Bet.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
No.
Just kidding. But anyway, Pendragon though, just a little thing about that. I mean, we can't actually swap to it because they're about to release a 6th edition, but it's not out until summer, I think. So we can't switch to it until that happens. So we're safe for at least a couple months. But it is actually really good though. So if anyone's interested in checking out other tabletop role-playing games other than D&D, that's definitely one to look at. It's awesome. And the starter box comes with a like a solo adventure. It's like a choose your own adventure book. Anyway, moving on. Okay, does anyone want to do a recap, or should I recap last session
Do you have notes about what happened last session?
mentally?
Okay.
I rewatched about 30 seconds of the stream, so I think I'm prepared.
Well, that's more than I did, so go ahead.
Well, powder or cheese or emotion, do you guys remember any of it and you want to recap, or should I do it?
I remember that there was some BS with the staff.
You go
and
for
that,
it.
and that we lost the staff, and yeah, that's what I remember. And the queen is alive, kind of.
No, she's alive thanks to Ken.
All right.
Slapping
She's
that
very injured
booty.
Slapping that booty.
though. Okay. So yeah, so you wandered through the Feywild, led by Ken's father. You found the Elven city, a city in the Feywild, led by Alarel, the Fey Queen of the area. And as you were discussing potential peace between her and Maggie, she was attacked by Bane, and Bane made off with her scepter. There was some BS with the scepter. It was so it has one of the properties it has is like an anti-magic capability, so it prevented anyone from using magic while they were holding it, which I don't remember exactly what happened, but I think something that you did, Powder, slid through. And
yeah, me initially healing the queen the first time I'm holding the staff in hand.
I don't know if that is necessarily the same for you, because yours is mostly from technology infused with magic.
No, it's still magic.
Yeah, I guess it is. Okay, so whatever. That would have been my mistake then. So she's actually dead, retcon, and just kidding.
No.
So that was my mistake. But anyway,
I'm gonna be playing that in RP though, just by the way.
What?
Ken probably totally accidentally overrode the thing and just doesn't realize it, and he's gonna think he's immune to it, and he's totally not.
Okay. Well, anyway, so then Bane managed to grab the staff, and he knows how to use it. And if anyone, basically the reason that it didn't work was because everyone failed their roles to kind of figure out what the item was doing. Bane, already knowing what it did, was able to manipulate it and use it to create a portal back to the material plane where he escaped with the scepter. So that is where we left off, as a mysterious figure was also approaching you all, standing next to the Queen Alarel, who is...
We did forget one thing.
Yes.
Ken's meeting up with his father the first time. He gave his father all the love and respect with a huge fist to the face.
Oh, yes.
And Ken's father wasn't in the fight. And there were those two weird...
So I talked to Jesse about why Ken's father wasn't there. Ken's father technically left in advance. He just forgot to tell us.
Yes.
Okay.
He was... Well, yeah.
I asked him what happened to Ken's father, and he's like, "Oh, he technically brought you in, then left. He just forgot to tell us."
Yeah, I didn't. I hadn't intended for him to walk into the room. I was imagining him waiting outside. So there were more undead that they were fighting outside. We'll get to that in a second. So, as I was saying, we left off with a mysterious figure who appeared through a portal, summoned by the gravely wounded Queen Alarel, and he was walking up to you, and that's where we ended the last session. So that's where we're going to pick up now in episode 11. Also, you will note, Cheese, that I made you some special mirror image tokens.
I was about to be like, why are there 3 mozzarellas?
Because she's just that special.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's better with cheddar. You know what I'm saying? Like, more is better.
I even made them reversed because it's a mirror image.
Amazing.
I just wanted to point that out because I thought it was funny.
I don't know why. I just imagine the real Cheese going, ooh, and then the other two going, ooh. He's going to have one of those barbershop duets things by himself.
Okay. So we are here. This figure walks up to you guys, and he's going to say, let's see, I had a note on this. I just want to make sure I get my line right. Well, Alarel, it was good of you to let me out of prison.
Prison? Huh?
Ken kind of just slowly slinks behind the queen while looking at this really creepy guy.
Is it the hooded looking guy that's talking?
Yes, it's
Yeah, this
this
guy
guy.
here.
Okay. Prison?
Yes.
That's probably fine.
Your Fey Queen here has kept me imprisoned for I don't know how many hundreds of years it's been. Who was that?
Our Fey Queen. I didn't vote for her.
You don't vote for
I
Queen?
don't think you vote for Queen.
Are you asking who that was that just came in and tried to kill everyone and took the staff?
And as he turns to address you, Cheese, his neck kind of snaps, and it looks like he's making these very crunchy jerking motions.
Ew.
Yes, that large earthy thing.
Yeah.
Can I clearly see what he looks like underneath his cowl?
Roll a investigation check.
Nope.
You can see
I
that
am
he is a little pale. He's roughly he looks elven, but he's a little paler than usual. His bear is very bad looking though. It's got one glowing green eye, or actually we'll say red eye. He has you see another glowing red eye from under his hood, but only one. And the bear looks very beat up. shredded, patches of fur missing.
So Ken is too nervous to stare at this guy in the face to get a good look.
Okay. Yes, that earthy being that was in here ran off with your scepter, I see.
Yeah, that's Bane. He's a big problem. And then I'll just recount kind of the Cliff Notes version of what's going on with Bane to him.
So he listens intently, and then after you're done talking, he kind of looks from you to Alarel, and he says, Don't worry, I'll take care of your Bane problem. And then he just turns and starts to walk out.
I'm gonna ask Alarel, why was that guy in prison?
He's... We can't let him kill or go after Bane. He's a former council member here, but during a time of strife many years ago, he swore a pact. He completed a ritual called the Wild Hunt and became a monster. So we banished him. If he becomes too
seems
powerful,
like a decent guy.
He seems like it. He's well-intentioned, but I fear for our well-being. If he gets too much power, if he hunts too big of a target, he'll lose control of himself.
Well, he's walking away. Can't you just zip zap zap him back to prison if this is a problem?
Not without my scepter, I can't.
Oh.
Would he be worse than Bane if he...
Far worse.
Oh, okay. Because I thought that maybe, we could let him take care of it, and then we can take care of him, and it would be much easier route.
It may not be immediate after Bane is killed, but
eventually... so we don't have time.
Eventually, he'll be a bigger problem.
Well, he's walking away. What should we do?
Maddie has violent ready.
He'll need to find Bane. It won't be an immediate threat, but it's something that we'll have to take care of quickly. Right now, I think I need to tend to my wounds.
Yeah.
And she's clutching at her chest where the spear pierced through it.
I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I kind of need a nap. I'm hurted.
I will also take a nap. I don't know why I'm not hurted, but a lot of my spell points are missing, so I definitely did something happen.
Yes, please, take advantage of the inn, and we'll meet back up soon. And she gestures out, and you can see around the room, the remaining dryads and the other council members in here are kind of tending to the dead druids, the other dryads, and she kind of points to allow, give you leave. So you make your way out of this chamber and over into the tavern where you were last time.
So before he left, Ken just make sure he tells the queen, I'm going to need to talk to you once we feel better. And then he follows suit.
We need to continue our talk about making peace with the material plane and Maggie, but let's save that for tomorrow.
Yes.
It might be more important now than ever.
So she nods to you as you leave, and just for the sake of time, we're going to say that you guys head over to the inn, rest up. You get a long rest, and then she will meet you at the inn when you wake up. So you guys wake up from your rest. The innkeeper, kind of welcomes you in and gets you all a bed. He points to different levels because you remember the inn is made up of kind of swirling different layers of platforms with beds and dividers in there. There's no real walls. It's just kind of a nest of different pathways and platforms and things like that. So you each get your own little platform with a bed. You get some rest, and when you wake up, Alarel is waiting in the middle of the tavern down where the bar was. So you guys head down there, and she's looking not great, but better. She's able to kind of stand, but she is still kind of wincing and clutching at her wound every now and again. But as you guys approach, she's going to say to you, I've seen to it that breakfast is provided for you, courtesy of our resident baker.
Well, that's very kind of you. Thank you.
You're welcome. I will trust that you'll appreciate the craft that goes into these baked goods.
I will.
So out in front of you, I'm going to let Darth describe the different kind of treats that are all laid out here.
So you're gonna have brownies and cookies, but specifically like those, I don't know if y'all know, the stained glass cookies that have the little cutout with like the candy in the center that makes them look like stained glass. Those. And then you're gonna have danishes and croissants and all kinds of breakfast pastries.
Yum.
Yum.
Kind of wish I had
Maddie takes one of each.
Wait, did Darth make these, or did somebody else make these?
Somebody else made them, but
Okay.
Darth knows who that is.
Okay.
Did Deke make these?
No.
Maddie spits them out.
I should say Micah doesn't know who made them, but Darth does.
Yes.
Okay.
This is just for the sake of everyone who doesn't know what's going on. Darth asked to have a, or, pay with channel points, as anyone can do, to have a NPC. So this is an NPC that Darth has created. So that will be introduced formally at some point, but they live here and they're a baker, so you're getting some pastries. All right, so Alarel looks at you as you're eating and says, all right, so back to the peace talks. I understand that you were here on behalf of Maggie?
Nope.
No. I'm here on behalf of... we haven't met with Maggie yet, and I have my reservations based off of the limited knowledge that I have so far.
That is a wise assumption.
We are from, and I don't remember if I explained to her everything going on with Stern Shield and Bane, and then Valenrout and Doma. But I guess I could recap all of that for her and tell her, we were coming here to what we thought was Ironhold to seek refuge for some of our civilians. And when I got here, I see all of these people missing limbs in this robot army that, or robot guard that all kind of shares a consciousness with one person, and it just made me a little uncomfortable. So I still want to speak with Maggie, but, if there's any way, Bane has clearly found some way to touch this land, and I think if there is any differences between you, you may need to set them aside in order to fight, the threat that he poses.
Maybe. We'll need
Unless
to discuss.
Maggie's in... Yeah.
That or the other guy, if he happens to kill Bane before we can stop Bane and kill Bane first type thing.
I've talked with the rest of the council. and we have agreed to meet with Maggie. However, it will take us a few days to prepare to travel to the material plane. If you could be our emissaries, head back, arrange an audience with Maggie, we will meet you there in a few days.
What message do you want us to lead with? That you're proposing a ceasefire, temporary truce? What?
We would like to propose a temporary truce in an effort to negotiate peace between our peoples.
Okay.
We have
Well,
demands that must be met from Maggie. Concessions she must make in order for peace to truly happen.
So Ken's mouth is full of like trees and whatever right now, and he raises his hand to say something.
She looks at you, but like clearly doesn't understand what you're doing.
1 second, he takes a swig of whatever he has. He's like, yeah. So, the whole. So you're fighting with her over the forest stuff or something like that, right?
Yes, her rampant deforestation and destruction of nature.
Yeah. Is there like a way you can have people make trees grow back faster and then work out a plan maybe to like a rotation of areas we could just harvest and like, you know what I mean? Like 3 months, this area is growing, then this one, then that one. Like we can do a rotation thing where it's just certain areas are normally being harvested and the rest of it's left alone. Because look, you got to understand our way of life over there really revolves around the need for that, or we need some type of alternative source to that for fuel burning. So we need something that's consistently, you know what I'm saying? Like we need something to work with.
That would be agreeable if you could get Maggie on board.
Or if we can. Totally on board.
I will bring that up in our meeting. But first, we need a meeting. Do I have your word that you will go and act as our emissaries, arrange a meeting?
You have mine, and I will act in, the best of my ability to facilitate a meeting.
Wonderful. Then I will begin to prepare for the journey. My council and I will be there in a few days. Thank you. And she bows at all of you collectively and kind of backs out the door and heads back towards the council chambers.
I bow and stay bowed until she's out of the building.
Ken thinks of something, then actually runs outside to talk to her about something real fast.
Okay.
And Ken goes, "Can you please make sure my father and aunt comes with you when you come back?"
She just kind of like closes her eyes and nods at you and then continues back towards the council room.
Ken says thank you, then goes back in and eats more pastries.
Okay. So the rest is up to you from here.
All right.
Ken gets full, then he starts helping the innkeep until we're ready to do something else.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, what do y'all think?
I think these pastries are delicious.
I guess we should go back and try to meet with Maggie.
Yeah. Suppose that the mayor of the dump may be able to point us in the direction to facilitate a meeting.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I guess that we should go do that.
All right. So with that, that's not the right scene. Hang on.
It's snowing.
That's not the right scene. That's not the right scene.
It's so pretty.
Is it that stream? No, it's that one. No, it's that. No,
Let's
wait.
all go to this
Oh,
one,
wait.
and then we're all gonna go to this. Okay, we're just gonna hang out on this one. All right. So you all head back towards. Oh, that's the one I forgot to add. No wonder why it's not there. Okay. So it's fine. I needed it for like 2 seconds, and I forgot to add it, and apparently it broke. So I'm gonna hit F5.
Was I supposed to level up after last session?
You didn't?
I did not.
I was
Oh,
looking
shit.
at mine and I was like,
Did
oh.
I? What
So
level
we're
are we
supposed to be level 7?
6.
You're supposed to be 6.
Oh, I did
Oh,
level up.
Okay.
Cool.
Apparently I did too, but I don't remember doing it.
I know, we're supposed to be level 7. 7, sorry.
Okay, that
7?
did not
We
level
were
up.
level 6, yeah.
Oh.
Okay, I did level up.
I leveled up
We're good.
10 to 7, so we should be level 7. We were level 6.
Did you level
Well,
up
I
in
am-
D&D Beyond or in here?
Yes, D&D Beyond.
Okay, so you're level 6.
Yeah, we're level 6 in here, but we should be level 7. I'm just saying, looking at it.
All right,
How do I
so
level up in here?
we are gonna go over that later. So for right now, you're
Okay.
level 6,
All right. I forgot because of the holidays.
which
Sorry,
is fine.
y'all.
No, well, actually, that works out because I designed everything in this for level 6 because I saw you were all level 6. So I was like, oh, I guess I told them to level up to level 6. So you'll actually level up after this session. My bad. Well, actually, all of our bads, except for Patter. Patter is the responsible
No.
one.
I leveled up too. I'm
No, it
also
doesn't
level
count. It's fine. It's
7 in
just
D&D. Wow.
Just kidding. I'm sorry. Okay.
Wow.
So yes, until the end of this month, we can import them from there anyway. So this will be the last time we can import them. But for right now, we'll just keep it level 6 because I designed it for level 6 anyway. So anyway, bravo to you guys though for leveling up when I told you to, because I forgot. Anyway,
So when he says that he designed it for level 6, what that means is there's at least 2 or 3 enemies that can kill a level 6 player. One
That's
hit.
like 1 to 2
no, there's
hits.
probably
I think what
not
really
even gonna.
happened-
There's definitely not even a combat encounter in this. I wouldn't worry about anything that I just said.
What
That's
really
what he says
happened
until
is
like he has the Fey Queen and Archmagi start like bare fisting it in front of everybody.
Yeah, and then if you want to
And
get
they're like,
involved,
Pick a side. We're like, oh crap.
no. See, what really happened is that Jesse's mic actually cut out, and he
Yeah.
built this for
It's
level 16.
really, I don't know what's going on here. It's must be going into a tunnel.
Mhm.
Okay. Anyway, so you guys head out of the Elven City back through the Feywild, and up to that pond where you initially. Sorry, I was laughing at what Whirl was saying. Back to that pond where you initially entered the Feywild. You jump in and end up back in the forest or in the little wood outside of Dumpstead. You head back into Dumpstead, and as you enter the forest, now we go to the scene, and you find that it is now very cold. And
Andrew lets out a very audible sigh as he sees what it looks like and how cold it is.
Ken, I need you to roll me I'm gonna say history check.
I think we did this last time. This is about how long we were in there, or that time would pass. Oddly,
Yeah, I mean, that was a couple weeks ago. I don't remember what we rolled. So you would know, being the only one with any experience of the Feywild, you would know that time is a little timey-wimey, and it has been some time since you've been in the Feywild. The material plane has gone much further than you have in the Feywild, and it is now winter.
yeah. So Ken lets out a very audible sigh, and you literally just hear him go, "Crap!
That
My
doesn't sound
mother's gonna kill me." That's all
Buddy,
he
I think-
says.
I think you missed your robot fight.
good. Oh no.
Ken's
Oh.
looking down. It's like, no, you don't understand. It's cold. It shouldn't be this cold. We've missed like 2 months, maybe more out here. So it's not a couple of days. It's not night. Oh God, my mom's gonna kill me.
Well, we better get you home fast.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
No, you know how good she is with those shoes.
I'll cast shield on you before we go inside. It'll be fine.
It sounds like a whole lot of not my problem, so I think it's gonna be fine.
It was for a good cause. She'll
Ken goes,
understand.
oh, you don't think she's gonna blame all of you too, huh? She think I'm just gonna wander off in the forest with the you three, and she's not gonna blame you all? That's why
I'm saying
only saving grace.
Does she
I'm
like
fully
giggles?
saying that you went first, and I had to follow you to make sure you stayed safe.
Oh no. Where's that dragon of yours? It's that thing's fault.
I think I'll go talk to the mayor while you all deal with the Mary situation.
Somebody didn't leave Menry alone.
That's just true.
All right. So, I will also mention that you have Menry with you again.
Yeah.
Good boy.
So you guys head back into town, and
Ken looks over at Menry and tells him, do me a favor. I don't know if you actually understand, but to stay away from strange elves you don't know, please.
Menry huffs at Ken for blaming him.
all right, you head back into the town, and you see that there are all sorts of there seems to be some kind of commotion, like the normally happy tone of the town that you would sense around this time seems to be like hushed, and you get the sense that it is like probably late. Oh, thank you, Dyer. Probably like late January in our time period, which would be dawn.
Well, what would actually be as we get back to town, Ken would actually probably walk up to one of the guard units and ask how long I've been gone, since it probably has a record of when he left and now reappeared.
All right, let's try this.
Can we just come out of the woods and say, "Sir, what day is it?"
So your initial impression is that it's late January. As you walk up to the guard, they look over at you, and let me know if this peeks out.
I'm gonna test it. Does it sound okay?
Yeah,
Sounds fine.
Okay, good. So the guard looks over at you and says,
Welcome back, Ken. It has been 2 months since your arrival in Dumpstead. The current date is dusk 22.
Oh no. Oh.
"Oh my, nope. I'm sorry. Just rewind."
What?
Dusk 26.
Yeah, Ken just starts going, no, and then just kind of like falls to the ground, like,
You good, buddy?
Ken's like, I'm totally dead. I missed the robot fight.
It's gonna be fine.
Many people feel the way that you do this time of year. May I recommend seeing a therapist?
What
We
is
can
it?
recommend one for you in town.
I think he's gonna be okay. We really just need to get him to his mother so he can take his beating and then be done with it.
It's
Alright,
true.
that is
The longer you
acceptable.
wait, the worse it is.
However, don't let the holiday blues get you down. If you need assistance, please see Dr. Parker.
All right.
And as it starts to say that, you see its hand, and it like lights up with this little square box of like blue light just appearing above the hand, and it's like a little ad that says Dr. Parker, psychiatric assistance, with his picture. It looks like a business card.
I thought it was about to offer us like some free Zoloft or something.
Ken looks at the robot. Do me a favor. Can you not have the other units tell my mom I'm back yet, please? I don't want her to come hunt me down across the city.
Probably too late.
Yeah.
Understood, Ken. Enjoy your holiday.
Also, is the mayor in his office?
The eyes kind of close for a second and like blink back on, and it says,
The mayor will see you in 10 minutes. Please proceed to his office.
Efficient.
All right.
Perfect.
Very nice. Well, do we want to divide and conquer so you can go talk to your mom, or do you want to talk to the mayor first, Ken?
Ken looks at you. He's like, no. You're coming with me when I go to face my mom. Having a duke nearby might be my only saving grace.
All right.
Even if he's cursed, don't you still think he's cursed?
No, he's very
might.
cursed, but still.
All right.
Okay.
Business contracts might save my beating.
Okay.
Ken still looks at him. We still got to talk about that curse thing.
Okay,
It's
so
fine.
maybe we should do the mayor first and then Mary.
Oh no, 100% the mayor. 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mary's gonna need more than 10 minutes to tan that hide.
Probably need Ken in good standing for the mayor.
Yeah. Or able to stand.
All right, let's go.
okay. So you guys head back down the street towards the mayor's office. And Ken, what stands out to you is that this time of year, actually, I'm going to need you to roll a perception check for me.
Perception check. A 19.
19. There are no decorations up right now, which is very strange for this time of year. There is normally a ton of like magical, colorful lanterns all over town. There's a big tree in the center of town. The tree is there, but it's not decorated in any way. People seem rather down. They're kind of like shying away. They're not really talking where normally they'd be very like jubilant. And go ahead.
Ken's gonna just stop. Like, so he must probably know somebody nearby, and just kind of like, why isn't the town decorated like normal? It's like
so
the first familiar person he sees.
Okay, so there's a guy that you've worked on. You actually worked on his arm recently to, you know, kind of tune it up a little bit. And he looks at you and he says, "Oh, hey there, Ken. Something's wrong. I overheard the mayor talking. Someone stole all of the town's ornaments and the decorations and the magic lanterns. And even several people were kidnapped. I don't know who. I don't know.
Ken thanks him. He's like, all right, we're heading to the mayor now. Maybe he'll fill us in more. Thank you.
Yeah.
And shakes the guy's hand.
Good luck. It's gonna be a rough holiday this year."
Ken just looks at him and says, just be happy you're not me, because you won't be getting the whooping of a lifetime. He
All right.
smiles and leaves.
So you guys head over towards the mayor's office, and there's like not really anyone around. His assistant just kind of like ushers you in. She doesn't say anything, and she seems very like kind of upset. And you head into the mayor's office, and he looks at you and he says, Ken, crew, I'm glad you're here. You're probably the best one to help with us, considering."
Ken just immediately, as he's middle of talking, he goes, "Who's been kidnapped?" Doesn't even let the mayor finish. He just interrupts him.
"I don't know where you've been for the last 2 months, but your mother's gonna kill you, first off. And second, there have been a number of people kidnapped around town. As best we can tell, about 10, including your cousin Milo."
Oh no.
Oh, Ken gets a murderous look on his face just now.
"Well, it wasn't me."
I didn't say it was you. Do we know who it was? I'll deal with my mother's whooping later. And I've been in the Feywild, and I found my father, and also we
You
need to
found
speak
your
to
father?
Archmagi. That doesn't matter. We also need to speak to Archmagi, but who do you have a lead on who's doing this? All that can wait.
"Why do you need to speak to Maggie?" "Oh, well, yes, of course.
And he
But
points over at the Duke again.
of course, the Duke. Yes, I'm sorry. Well, she's been in and out of here looking for you. We mentioned to it after her conference, she, kind of came by, and the Duke wasn't here, and we couldn't really tell her where he was. But now that you're back, we'll send the message over. And he kind of like motions towards one of the automatons in the corner, who starts blinking, and says,
Maggie has been notified. When she is available, we will send another message to alert you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. All right, yeah. So back to the missing people. A couple days ago, a few people seem to have just gone missing out of nowhere, and then the next day, all of our snowdrop decorations mysteriously vanished.
Oh my
What?
god, it's the Grinch.
Grinch. Yeah, why would someone want people and decorations? That seems odd.
We've
Not
got no
nice
idea.
at
We've got no
all.
leads. We've got nothing to go on.
None of these robots have seen anyone doing this?
There's no automatons that are not accounted for. And they have no recollection of any of it. All we know is it happened during the night 2 or 3 days ago, over the course of about 2 days, and the automatons have no idea what happened.
And the people disappeared from their homes.
Yes.
Are there any leads that we can start with?
Unfortunately, no. The only thing I can think is maybe checking around town, outside of the walls, see if you see any signs of a struggle. We haven't found anything in town, but the automatons and I, and some of the human guards, or humanoid guards anyway, have been scouring the town looking for clues, and so far we've turned up nothing.
Do you have a list of the names that have been kidnapped?
Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, here you go. And he hands over, or he starts scrawling it out on a piece of paper and hands it over. These are the ones we know of so far. And on the list is Milo, your cousin. And also, Ken, you would know the name of the robot fighting ring coordinator.
The guy we ran into last time, or
Yeah. But those are the only two that you really know. Other than, there's a few other people that you would probably know on the list just from having lived here, but no one like super notable.
Okay. Well, maybe we can take a peek around some of these people's where they were taken from and see if we see anything that might have been missed.
All right.
Sounds like a plan.
Where would you like to start?
Well, I know where we have to go first. I'm assuming Milo was taken from Mary's house.
Yes.
Ken goes, "You're right. We should go over to the fighting arena first."
No, Ken. No.
No,
Can't be doing
It's
that.
time. I'm
It's
sorry.
Sorry, Ken. You
she's
guys-
gonna be happier to know that you're alive, so she won't completely kill you, because that's counterintuitive. She'll
Also, it's a
leave you
crime.
with an inch of life.
Yeah, she's still gonna beat you, but she's not gonna kill you.
Ken's like, I got a magic trick, I think. But then he also looks over at the robot as we're leaving. One of the guard that responded, and he just walks over and says, looks at her and says, "Can you come here? I gotta whisper something to you."
The automaton?
Yeah.
Okay. It walks over to you and bends down.
And I'm just gonna whisper in her ear and say, "Just so Maggie knows, I've been in the Feywild, and they want to talk of a truce. I'm gonna go find people, but just make sure she has that info." And I leave.
Thank you, Ken. That will be passed to Maggie.
And you leave. So the rest of the group just kind of grabs you by the arms and drags you back towards your house as you try to hop off towards the robot fighting area. So you wander up to Ken's workshop. Like, Mazzarello has one arm, Micah has the other arm. You're just dragging him along while Maddie's walking behind him, like coaching him through how it's gonna be fine. And you knock on the door and you hear like a slow like hopping of Ken's mom towards the door, and it opens and she's like crying. You could tell she's been crying, and she looks at you guys and she says, with this like sudden realization of happiness that then turns into a seething rage, and she says, "Where have you all been?" And she takes both of her slippers and just throws them in your general direction. Everyone take a dexterity saving throw.
Oh gosh.
Also, you cut out when you screamed, but I got the general.
Sorry. Where have you all been? Did that work?
Where is X? Yep.
Okay.
23.
Oh boy.
Oh. Oh.
Oh no.
All right, Micah just like instinctively dodges out of the way. Slipper goes right over Micah's head and hits Maddie before bouncing off of Maddie and hitting Ken. And then the other slipper hits Mazzarello in the head and then bounces off of Mazzarello and also hits Ken in the head.
Oh, poor Ken.
Dan just lets out the biggest sigh.
Get in here right now! I made stew. And she just hops away into the kitchen.
That's enough to get me in the house.
Yeah.
Maddie lowers her head and shuffles into the kitchen.
So as you walk in, she's just like,
Ken grabs the slippers on his way in.
Yeah,
a
you
good
gotta bring
son.
those back to your mom.
No, that's what he's doing.
as she's just like seething and then angrily like stew into bowls, puts them out on the counter, and she looks at you for a few minutes. She doesn't say anything. She just stares
Ken
at all
goes,
of you.
Mom, here's your slippers.
She just still stares at you.
He puts them on the ground next to her. And he goes, so, two things I gotta bring up.
idea how worried I've been?
I found Dad. And Auntie.
What?
And,
He's just going for it. Like,
Going in.
no buffer, nothing. Just straight in.
yeah. Yeah, so we found Dad, we found Auntie.
Hang on. She passes out.
Ken then looks panicked and starts like running, trying to like he has a moment of like panic and hysteria when she does that. He starts like running to like get a glass of water and like panics.
So I know she put stew in bowls, but did she hand them out, or are they just sitting on the counter?
She put them on the table. There's a table. So as you walk into the kitchen, there's like a counter along the left wall that kind of curves around the room. The stove is on the back wall, and then there's like a round table, kind of like a breakfast nook area. That's where she fed you last time. So she puts them all out there so you can grab them and eat them.
Okay, Micah's just gonna go sit down and start eating. Because this is not her problem.
That's cold.
No, I
But
think
the
the
stew
stew's
isn't.
kind of hot. Yeah.
But yes, okay.
I did have the thought to create water above her to splash her awake, but maybe we'll just let Ken handle this.
Yeah, don't. You remember what happened last time you created water around someone?
Well, yeah. I mean, I was also shaping it to block their airway, but yeah.
So Ken, you run over to the faucet and turn it on, and this like blue light kind of envelops the end of the faucet as the water comes out, which you would know because you designed it, is a advanced water filter that filters out everything from the water, leaving you with pure, clean H2O. Anyway, you take that and you splash it on Mary's face.
No.
No. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that's what you were doing.
No, I was getting it in a glass of water. I was running over to her and I was lifting up her head and like, hey, mom, wake up, drink some water. We got to talk more.
But then you shake and then it just dumps all over her face. I'm just kidding. Okay, so roll a medicine check.
Ooh.
All right. So you managed to coax her awake, and then she looks up at you and she's just like grabs the water and just starts drinking it as she resumes glaring at you. And she drinks the whole glass of water and then just slams it down on the ground enough to make you worry that she almost shattered it. And then says, your father and your aunt.
Auntie.
And let me guess, your cousin Milo is there too.
No, that has me worried because I just got back to town. The mayor told us that, and that's the whole reason I got forced home. We came home was to find out more because I'm gonna go find Milo and kill whoever took him. I'm gonna kill whoever took him.
Ken, you're gonna be the death of me. And all of you.
Be the death of whoever took Milo.
All of you.
We're very
Nothing
sorry.
but trouble since all of you showed up. Your Majesty.
Most of us,
and
most
she
of
like
us
bows.
are very sorry.
Maddie's
One of
on like the
us-
verge of tears.
Me and Maddie are very sorry.
Micah's still eating. She has no idea what's going on in this kitchen. She's very focused on stew.
Roll a
Maddie's not
Maddie.
used to being like parental checked.
Maddie and Mozzarella roll a persuasion check.
You have to persuade my tears.
I was gonna give you advantage, but since Micah's just sitting there not doing anything, I was gonna give you disadvantage, so we'll just even it out with both of you getting a 6.
Did mine roll?
14. I got a 14.
Okay.
Yeah, yours rolled.
Yeah, yours rolled. It was
I'm not seeing it on my end.
yeah,
Oh,
the
you might have
math
to
does not
reload.
check out, but we'll take it. All right, so we got a 6 and 14. So with the 14, yes, you guys are able to kind of convince her, calm her down. She says, she starts to breathe a little bit and says, just let me know next time you're going somewhere, especially into another plane of existence, Ken.
Well, it wasn't exactly planned when the vampire Duke's dragon pet got taken.
I don't know. I don't need to know anymore, please. You're back home. You're safe. We need to
I
find
just wanna-
Milo.
I'm not a vampire. I'm just blue.
He's not a
Just looks
pet.
over and this
He's
goes
Menry.
soul eating Duke, whatever, same difference.
Micah, you want to help me out here?
Please stop telling me things. Please.
Ken does like, Ken does like, oh mom, I have one more question for you. Have you heard from May and Marissa lately? Aren't they supposed to be back before the festival? Shouldn't they be back by now?
They
Or
should
are they supposed to
be.
be back soon?
Did you hear me? Sorry.
Uh-oh.
No,
We just
what'd
heard
you
they
say?
should be.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They should be back. I don't know where anyone is. I don't know what's going on. I heard there's people missing all over town. Your cousin Milo's missing. He hasn't been here for 2 days. It's not like him. He never leaves the house.
Where did you last see Milo?
In the workshop. He fell asleep
Kansas.
in there again. On your
Well,
couch.
you know us.
You know, he looks up to you. This is your fault.
My fault he disappeared. It could have been me that. Oh, yeah, I did disappear. Never mind. Ken says. Ken always says, I could have disappeared. I was like, you know what? Never mind. I did disappear. Never mind. Touche.
And she like glares at you when you say that. She says,
Yeah. Ken's like, yeah, I deserve that. Because I'm going to go to the workshop and see if I can figure out what's going on, maybe.
yeah, you do that.
Before he does,
to
Ken
like,
gets another glass of water and walks over and fills up the glass and hands it back to his mother.
she just grabs it. She's like, Thank you.
Ken walks down to the workshop.
All right.
So the workshop was the last place you saw him for sure?
It's the last place I saw him.
Okay. Well, I'll go down with Ken to the workshop.
All right. Micah still just eating stew?
Yes, absolutely.
All right. Maddie, what are you doing?
Sitting in a corner and crying. Maddie's gonna eat soup with Micah.
Okay. So after Ken and Mozzarella leave, she kind of softens up a lot, seeing the two of you, and she is, much nicer to the two of you. She offers to get you drinks. She just kind of starts talking about Ken as a baby and how, she can't believe he's doing this to her after she gave birth to him and all this kind of stuff. So you guys head down the hallway to the to the workshop. What are you doing in here?
I'm gonna start searching around, probably starting on the couch and going from there, looking for anything that might give me a hint to what happened to Milo, while also conversating with the Mozzarella and looking at him while he's searching around, calling him, asking him more questions about his soul eating, and then.
Okay.
Look it. All right, I'm gonna aid him with
in
this.
the middle of this, Ken's gonna so do you eat your soul of the friend that died near you? Is that what you do to your friends? Like, do you...
I'm just gonna look it. I'm gonna aid him in the investigation, but I'm also like, Ken, what I said about the curse was because it was too detailed to get into it in the middle of having a knife at my throat. It really doesn't involve me, and maybe if you really want to know about it, you should ask your friend Micah, because it's for them to talk about, not me. I don't eat any souls. I personally am not cursed. I mean, depends on your definition, because I am choosing to travel with someone that really, makes me feel like I'm cursed.
All right.
But Ken literally just looks at you in the face in the middle of this and just kind of goes, but do you know what happened to your friend after he died?
No.
Ken just kind of frowns and goes, okay.
I wish that I did. My assumption is he went to serve Dawn. It seemed like that's what was happening, but none of us can really know what happens after you die.
Ken's eyebrow just kind of raises and just kind of I think we have a lot of thoughts of what happened. Someone eats souls, some go here, some go there.
We have a lot of thoughts, yes.
Ken just raises his hand and waves at some people die and just move to a new body. But anyways, so we're literally conversating as we're searching the room, Jesse. So
yep. Go ahead and roll investigation with advantage.
18.
All right. So as you're looking, you notice that there is as you're searching the room, you notice that there are some scrape marks going from the couch towards a chimney in the room. There's a fireplace in the room that you guys use just for warmth and or heating up certain elements. And you notice that there are some, kind of streaks and scrapes going towards the fireplace.
That feels like the guards probably should have seen that, but that's suspicious.
Ken just looks at me and says, I'm gonna be honest with you, my mom was probably so distraught she probably
it's not
shooed
obvious.
The guards out so hard they probably didn't get a proper look.
Okay.
Let me clarify. It's like marks in the dust of the room. It's not obvious unless you're very familiar with the room.
Okay.
So Ken's gonna go look up the chimney to see what he sees.
You just see a chimney goes up to the roof.
Well, I suppose we should probably see if there are any marks on the roof and if we can see a direction that these scrapes, you know, if they continue past the chimney. Hey, man, hey, Ken, do you wanna fly?
What? Ken looks at you and go, what? So wait, you're not a soul-eating Duke, but you're a flying Duke?
Sort of.
I like that a bit better.
Sort of. So, like, if you trust me, I'll take us up to the roof. And I don't remember, is the shop open to the dock?
Yes.
Yes.
So like all the water is there for me to do whatever I want with.
Yep.
All right. So I'm gonna like use shape water to kind of pull some water up and create a platform. I'm gonna freeze it to make it solid, and I'm gonna step on top of it while it's floating there, and tell Ken to get up with me.
Ken hops on.
And then I'm gonna magneto my way up to the roof.
All right. So you are on this floating disc of ice, and you float out through the boat, like the dock area, and up onto the roof where the chimney is. And it's rather obvious at first glance for you, Ken, that there are some odd nails sticking out of the roof around the chimney.
I'll bring us closer.
Ken's gonna hop down and take a look.
So you can tell that these nails, not really, like, you've worked on this roof along with Milo, and these are not in any kind of normal pattern for shingles. And they're not all the way in. They seem to be like jammed in. They're large nails and screws from the workshop. And they are leading in a line that leads out towards the road that goes west out of town.
Ken just stops and looks west. So, whatever's going on, they went west, maybe?
I wonder if this was Milo maybe trying to leave us a trail.
It's like, maybe? Or are these screws that would be in our workshop?
Yes.
You might be right about that.
Well, I think we should go tell the others what we found. So I'll zip zap zap us down to the ground.
Okay. So you guys float back in through the same way that you left, and you end up back in the workshop.
Mm-hmm. I'm feeling a little hungry, Ken. Let's eat to get our strength up, and let your mom and the rest of the group know what's going on, and then we will go after Milo.
Ken goes, okay.
All right. So you guys head back in, have your stew with Micah and Maddie. And Ken's mom, as you walk in, she looks at you and she says, "You found something, didn't you?"
Ken
Please tell me you
puts
did.
the nail down on the counter.
You found
That's
a
in
nail.
the roof. Lots of them.
Lots of nails on the roof. Huh. That seemed like something your cousin would do.
My assumption, it seems like a trail was left for us. Milo's pretty clever.
And Milo is very clever. He takes after his cousin.
Well, I think that as much as I would like to stick around to speak to Maggie, rescuing the townspeople and Milo is probably a priority. And honestly, if we can find whoever is doing this and put a stop to it, it may grease the wheels of our talks with Maggie, because she may be happy that, you know, her people are returned.
Maggie has always seemed like a sucker for the holidays. I'm sure she would be very happy to, one, see her citizens returned, of course, and also she will not be happy to not see decorations.
Well,
Most importantly, the people, obviously.
hopefully. But I don't know. What do you all think?
Oop, I didn't mean to do that. Ignore it.
So she looks at
Jesse was
She looks at Ken and she says, Ken, I know you have to go after them, but please, we can't lose anyone else in this family.
Ken's like, that's why we gotta go after him.
Just be careful.
Ken's just like, don't worry, Mom. We'll be fine. We got a soul eater person with us, and he just smiles and thumbs up.
sure.
And she just like,
I'm just like,
she
Maddie
hops
looks at
to the
Micah.
edge of the room, grabs like a shawl, puts it around herself, and says, I guess I'll just wait here. And she hops off down the hall.
Poor Mary.
I mean, he's
Just
like,
going through it.
I mean, if you wanted to give the mayor a heads up, I'd be thankful. He says she wanders off.
could we tell one of the robots?
Of course. Yeah, I'll take care of that for you. And she hops out towards the front and starts having a conversation with the automatons outside.
And it's just like, trying to get her out of the house. Oh, well.
Well, she is out of the house.
Yeah, I'm like 2 feet. That barely counts. Ken, like, literally scarfs down a bowl of soup and goes, all right, let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Not even looking to see if anyone else finished or anything.
All right.
I've been eating this whole time, so I'm done.
Yeah, you could have been on like your third bowl in the middle of it.
So you guys head back out of Ken's house, and following the line that Milo left in the roof, you head you head towards the road that heads west. And do I have the map over here? Hang on.
Ken whistles for Dawnbringer.
So you hear like and Dawnbringer comes up to follow you. Let's see. What do I have? Oh, here it is. So, oh crap! You can't see it with our. All right, we're gonna pop down here. So you follow the road west out of Dumpstead. That little wooded area to the immediate west is where you found the Feywild portal, but a little bit outside of town on the road, you find an odd, like bulb just kind of off on the side of the road.
Bulb?
Yeah, like a
light bulb?
like a colored ball, like a Christmas ornament.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Would I know that's to our tree?
You would know that it's like a decoration for Snowdrop.
It's just like laying on the ground.
It's kind of off the side of the road, like in some grass. It probably fell from somewhere, rolled a little bit, and then got stuck in the grass, but it's bright red and shiny, so it's easy to spot.
Okay.
Well, I wonder if we should look around for any more.
I feel like if there's more, maybe it's like a trail that we can follow to whatever took them.
Yeah, it's kind of
Makes
what I'm
sense.
thinking.
Can we see any more from where we're standing, Jesse?
Not immediately.
No,
And at this point, it starts to get a little bit dark.
Say we head off the road in the direction of that bulb and see if we can at least walk for a little bit and see if we can see any.
Okay. I'm good with that.
Okay.
Can I pick it up?
Yeah. So you continue. There's a trail that leads off, and you continue to follow the trail for a little bit, and you come to like kind of the foot of the mountain there, and you find another one.
Well,
at this point, it's getting pretty dark out. The snow is really starting to pick up. It's very frigid. And you find another bulb that seems to be following this trail that goes into the forest a little bit.
That's the forest and it's dark and I don't know about it.
I mean, I don't really think we have another option. I think we pick this one up and we just keep going. I have dark vision. It's fine.
I agree with Micah.
I got 90 feet of it. Like, we're good. Also, forests are my favorite terrain. So, you know, I get like advantages on shit. It's fine.
Oh, Jesse, quick question.
Sure.
Does Dawnbringer's eyes like turn into like giant like flashlight / searchlight type things?
No, but they are very bright. I mean, not like a torch bright, but bright enough that it would. I mean, you could see them, but I don't think it's going to provide you any light. It's also like snowy, right? So there is, I mean, there's a blizzard going, or not a blizzard, but it's snowing pretty heavy. But since the snow is covering the ground, it's going to reflect a lot of light. It's pretty bright. Like you can see.
Well, I say we carry on.
Okay. Carrying on then?
Yes.
Okay. So you guys head into this forest and you travel a little ways up this path, continuing to find more and more of these ornaments on the ground of different colors, red. And after a little while, as the snow begins to pick up, you stop finding the ornaments only because they're covered in the snow. But eventually you continue to follow the trail up a slight incline, and a building starts to emerge that none of you would have known, but Ken especially does not know was here. Looks to be an old abandoned temple of some kind, or a small chapel.
Are there any ghosts inside?
I was gonna say nobody let Powder's character go inside.
No comment.
Oh my god.
Oh, Memory's with us?
It's the ghost of Snowdrop Past and the ghost
Why
of
didn't we have
Snowdrop
Mary
Present and the ghost of Snowdrop Future.
I assumed Benry was with you.
Memory's with
I
us.
did not assume Memory was with us since no one said he was following us once we left the city.
He's always with
Since
us.
he wasn't allowed in the city.
Yeah, I
That's why I
assume.
whistled for Dawnbringer to make sure he was with me.
I mean, whenever Maddie's around, I assume Benry is around, unless
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
explicitly disallowed, like in the town.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anyway, so what do we do?
Okay. I mean, I think we have to go inside.
At least, you know, scout around a little bit.
Maybe, one of us should, like, sneak up there and peek in the front door? I don't know.
I can turn into a fly and go in.
Ooh.
Also, before we do anything, it is 9:30, so it's actually perfect time to take a quick break if anyone needs to take a quick break.
Actually, that is perfect because I need to do something about my dogs. One of them is starting to charge up.
I see him.
Yeah.
Lasers engaged.
Yeah, so I
Alright.
need to go lock him upstairs. So I will take a break real quick.
All right.
Okay.
So while Cheese is doing that, let me look over here. Make sure I didn't miss anything going on. Powder gifted a sub. I didn't see that. Thank you, Powder. Also, okay, you gifted and resubscribed. So Powder, thank you very much. You're not supposed to do that. You're part of the group, but you know.
Don't like ads.
That's fair. Even though you're like in the stream.
I don't want to
like
miss
ads.
anything because of ads, okay?
Might
But-
miss something important.
But thank you. All right. So while we're waiting and taking our quick break, Motion or Darth or Powder, did you guys need to take a quick break? Are you good?
I'm good.
I'm good.
I'm good.
All right. So we'll wait for Cheese to get back. So let's see. How exactly does this sync up with everyone's holidays so far? Like, is this exactly what everyone's holiday was like, or is it just like 80% like everyone's holiday?
My holiday was pretty similar to this building that has fallen down and crumbled.
I accidentally hit someone with my shoe. So
So yeah, we're right on track.
we're right on it.
track.
Oh, you know what?
It was my child on accident. So
No.
also I am Mary, but it wasn't out of anger or anything. It was an accident. So
It's okay.
yeah, it's lining up.
We gave our daughter a bike and she fell off of it twice today, like right before we started. So, I mean, that's not exactly the same thing, but it did, I assume, hurt a little bit.
Yeah. Is she still like ready to get back on the bike though?
Oh yeah, I think it was actually perfect because it was like, I don't think she comprehended that she could get hurt on the bike. So now she like understands that if you mess around on the bike, you can get hurt, but she didn't get hurt bad or anything. So
That's good.
perfect
Yeah.
balance of understanding and pain.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's had a crazy holiday. My in-laws got her a ride-on Jeep. Like
Oh, nice.
not a Power Wheels, but a Power Wheels. So that was fun. It's got a remote control though, thank God. But I think we tried it in the yard the other day, and it was I think she's a little scared of it.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I think just because I was driving it, and it was like she wasn't really in control of it, but I don't know. We'll see. I asked
Is
her
it
if she
because
wanted.
your driving is terrifying? That's what I'm getting out of this story.
Did I purposely aim for the potholes so it would bump around a little bit more? Maybe. I thought it would
I mean,
be
it's
fun.
a Jeep.
Yeah.
You gotta.
Yeah, exactly. But I recharged it, and I was like, "You want to go again?" She's like, "No, thanks." Anyway,
That's funny. We got one of those. It wasn't a Jeep. It was like a tractor or something. Like my grandfather bought it for my son. I think he used it like 4 times. And then we sold it.
Was it like a powered one or a pedal one? Blech.
It was powered. It had a battery pack.
Nice. But he only used
It
it
was a
4
good
times.
old John Deere tractor.
That's cool. I would have given a lot of stuff for one of those as a kid, specifically
Right.
money.
I never got one as a kid.
Me either. That's why when
Same.
my in-laws wanted to buy it, I was like, "Yes, I will let you do that." I got a D&D cookbook though. That was pretty exciting.
Nice.
Nice. I got a new headset.
Nice.
I got a piano keyboard.
Also, very cool.
And it teaches you how to play.
Oh.
Nice.
So
That's
Bard character when?
So my work unintentionally bought me a violin, so I think
What?
that should be a thing.
How
Well,
did
they gave me
unintentionally buy you one.
they gave me an Amazon gift card, and I was like, I mean, obviously the most sense is to spend on a violin, so
Yeah.
Okay.
you know,
I
it's
mean,
the most reasonable thing to buy.
That's what my boyfriend did. But now my daughter uses the violin because
I have 2 violas in my house, so
I've always wanted to try it, so I'm very excited. Never played one before.
I was my old high school had an orchestra, and that's what my elective was.
Nice.
Because I wasn't a band nerd, but I was an
was.
orchestra nerd.
I did not know orchestra was a thing you could take in school.
Some schools offer
Oh, yeah.
them.
Mine definitely didn't.
mine did. We had band, strings, and choir.
Mm-hmm.
I was a choir kid.
Strings was different than band?
Yep.
That's-
Strings is orchestra, but they called it strings.
That's weird.
Mm.
All right.
I got Steven a saxophone for Christmas. I don't know if that's pertinent to what we're talking
Nice.
about.
It is, actually.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
Yep. They were
That's
learning
cool.
hot cross buns. And
That's what I'm going to be doing tomorrow when my violin gets here.
I was working on the Hobbit soundtrack on the keyboard.
You just went right for it.
I went right in. Concerning hobbits immediately.
Go big or go home.
Right.
That's
Good night,
saying.
Tenno.
No, I
I wanted to ask you too, how hard is it to raise birds? Because I got my daughter a fish also, and there were birds there, and I was like, I could get a bird. I mean, I probably
you-
won't, but I'm just kind of curious.
they're not
Okay with
difficult,
noise.
but no, I mean you can quiet them down, but it's a little stressful.
I'll probably just stick to the fish then.
Yeah, I mean they're really cool. I would probably get a cockatiel, but geezer, they don't like me, so that
I
makes things a little
struggled with
difficult.
fish.
They don't hate me, but they don't.
I tried to get my son a fish, and we went through like 3 fish before I was like, we can't keep murdering fish. We gotta stop.
So
these fish don't deserve this.
my wife and I went, we stayed at my in-laws like 2 years ago, got us a night stay at a hotel, but the hotel got flooded last year. So we never got to stay there. So we finally got to like go spend a night there. And, yesterday. And while we were there, they have like a whole little shopping area around it. So I went and in one of the bookstores, I found a book on like how not to kill houseplants, because I've gone like every houseplant I've ever owned, except for one, which is flourishing despite me never touching it, which might be exactly why. All of my houseplants die. I don't know how. I don't know why. I water them. I breathe at them
Smile at
occasionally.
'em.
Yeah. I don't know what it is. But anyway, so now I got this book and I will stop killing my houseplants, hopefully.
There you go.
Nice. I need a
Embrace your
book on
journey.
how to stop killing fish.
I'll take a look next time we're in the bookstore.
Yeah. Check it out for me.
Probably don't shake the tank.
Why are you
How to kill
sleeping?
your fish, $8.99 on Amazon.
Well, there you go.
Amazing.
Don't shake the tank. A guide on how not to kill fish. All right. So back to what we were doing. So you guys are now at this beautiful scene provided to us courtesy of Chepeku on Patreon. Along with the other scenes that we use by James RPG Art and our wonderful dice rolling on stream that is generously provided by Dice. Look at that.
Nice.
Anyway, that's our non-sponsored services that we use. Shout out
Oh,
for
we
the
did a
stream.
dice kind of sponsored us.
Yeah, kind of, because they actually so dice gives us a Patreon level subscription for free because we helped them sort out some stuff that is no longer an issue. So,
hell yeah,
yeah, they're actually very great people, and so is James RPG. I've had direct interactions with both of them, not Chipeku, but they do seem to be very nice. So check them all out, and if you do D&D and you run D&D, then you should use them because they're really good. Anyway, hashtag not sponsored, sort of. Okay, so you are now at this scene, and you see this kind of crumbling, abandoned chapel in the distance. Around you are ancient gravestones that have names that have long since faded into memory, and roots of gnarled trees kind of protruding from the path in front of you. Scene is yours. What do you want to do?
Do we-
Again, slowly walking forward.
Do we want Maddie to turn into a fly and inspect?
I like that.
I can go in.
Okay.
Okay, should we move a little closer though, maybe? Like,
There is an outer wall that you could all safely just kind of stand behind without being seen. If anyone is up there.
Let's do that. Is that right here?
Yes, that is right there.
Well, we can't
Okay.
move ourselves, so
You should be able to. It's not paused.
no, it's paused.
Movement is set to combat turn.
Weird.
Oh, lovely.
I don't know how to turn that off because it's not paused. Try now.
It's paused.
Okay. Yep, that
Yep.
makes sense.
Start combat, end
Yeah.
combat.
it says we're in combat.
Jesse said no combat, but now we're in combat.
I don't know how there's a combat because it's not telling me there's a combat.
Can you start it and end it?
I can't start it because there isn't one. Oh, wait.
Well, how do you normally start in combat?
Yep, I know what the problem is. Hang on. It's that other D&D group I run for, those jerks.
Oh my god.
They were in a combat and I didn't end it. Okay, so let me just go to hang on, we gotta unbork the thing. Okay, where did I put the thing? Okay. Alright, now they're all in combat, so we're gonna
Who
end
banned Mountain Dew Gaming?
that combat. Okay, we have returned to free movement. We're back. Okay. So, y'all, I'm just gonna move you all up there so we can do I guess we'll just leave it on full scene for now. Things unborked. Thank you, world. All right, so you turn into a fly while the rest of the group stands safely behind the stone wall. You fly up, I imagine, towards the structure. There is a collapsed bell tower over the front that's kind of like crushed bit of the front western wall, as you can see. The eastern wall is collapsed and there's a bit of a hole in it, and the roof has kind of faded away and is now basically just kind of a ramshackle row of planks that leads in. Where do you want to enter this building from?
I would like to go in.
Well, actually, before you answer, let me clarify that. So there is most of the roof is open because there isn't really a roof. There's also a hole in the top of where the bell tower used to be, the front door, and the crumbling wall on the eastern side. You can also come in through that way.
I would like to go in through the bell tower
All right.
roof.
So you head in through the bell tower roof, and it's kind of like an entryway that leads into the the chapel proper behind it. You hear, like, as you fly down into it, you hear this echoing, like, whoosh, and a cackling, like, Milo.
Oh, that's fun. Sorry.
You're going to pay for all the things that you've done this year. Teasing your cousin. And he starts
Maddie's
listing
going-
off, like, just a laundry list of, like, very minor things that Milo has done wrong this year.
But he did what to his cousin?
He teased you.
Oh, yeah, just.
Maddie's gonna fly towards the voices, or the voice.
Okay. And inside you see a bunch of villagers, including Milo, chained up to either wall on the western... Yeah. No. The eastern side of the building. As well as a kind of like half man, half demon goat monster that's running around with like a straw broom, just whacking people and laughing at them.
Okay.
No,
Sorry,
cheese, it's not. Now it is.
Krampus. Okay.
Man, this.
It's Marampus.
Maddie's gonna fly back out to her friends. She's seen enough, and she does not want to intervene alone.
Just let him beat these people. They've done
Yeah.
enough.
It's I mean, he shouldn't have teased his cousin, but
Honestly.
but Maddie learned her lesson taking on the elves alone. we're gonna go back to our friends.
Okay. So you fly back out to the rest of the group. I'll plop you over there.
And then I give them the notes of what I just saw.
Well, I mean, there's 5, 6. I can't do math. 6 of us. 1 of him.
So as we're discussing, Ken probably starts to stand on top of the wall and just looks over at the church.
Maybe, I mean, you're right. There are 6 of us, 1 of him. Is this chapel big enough for Menry to fit inside? There's no roof, right?
Hardly a roof.
There is not much of a roof now.
Okay, so worst case scenario, Menry can fly above and just attack from the sky.
That is correct.
Just firebomb
Ken
the wooden
takes a
church.
deep
It'll be fine.
breath,
Okay.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
and this yells out, "Hey, ugly! Come out here!"
That's
Oh,
not
God.
how we do things,
Oh
Ken.
no. Oh my god. Okay.
Well,
I'm
That's one
rolling.
way
I
to do
guess
it.
yeah, I can't fake rolls today because I can't find my dice, so you're all dead. Just kidding.
wow.
So yeah, so he's gonna roll intimidation, actually. That he is going to perceive that you have yelled at him, but he is not intimidated, and you hear like a braying from the inside as he goes, and like,
I wasn't really trying to intimidate him, but
well, I mean, it still could intimidate him, though. You never know. And he just like bursts out of the wall, and you hear, or you see him burst from the side of this chapel, like the wood just flies out, and you see this large, half human, half demon goat thing with curled horns, toting a red bag and a chain whip. And he looks up at you and he says, more here for punishment. I didn't even have to go get you. And he starts to run at you. Roll initiative.
You got a shoe thrown at me. What else do we need to happen?
Quick question: when he broke down the wall, did he yell, "Oh yeah"?
Yeah, sure. Of course he did.
Oh, I need to refresh. 'Cause
I am gonna use my what you call it on that.
Your inspiration.
Yeah. Nice.
All right.
Well, you want to go first?
The arrow drake
did I
is going to
glitch?
go at
I glitched,
Maddie's
I
initiative
think.
of
Hang on.
5, and the iron defender will go at Ken's initiative of.
I gotta re-roll. It won't let me, I guess, because
Oh, just
it already
roll-
counted
just-
it.
You know what? I think actually I can probably do that and then update you, and now you can roll it again. There you go.
Wow.
I know how to do things. Your initiative
10,
is 10.
Not what I
You're
was
still
hoping.
going before Rompus. All right. Update.
Oh, am I now?
Rampus.
Now, he only sees me because everyone else is behind the wall, right? Because I'm standing on top of the wall.
Yeah, he's only going to see you.
I mean, how tall is this wall?
It's wall
I'm
tall.
assuming I climbed on top of the wall, but
Wall
the robot
tall.
then climbed over to the wall.
He's not gonna see me.
All right. So Micah, you're going to get to go first.
Me first. What are we gonna do? What, is this real distance here?
Yes. I painstakingly aligned the grid to the actual map grid. It did not take me less than 15 minutes to do. I don't know exactly how long it took, but I did it.
Good job. Thank you.
I just wanted to point that out because I wanted my credit because
MVP.
Okay.
yes.
The Mvapal.
Yeah.
Um,
Everybody tell me I'm great. Thank you.
you're
You're
great.
great.
I didn't mean
You're
to.
great.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna Eldritch Blast him, because what else do I know how to do?
You could shoot. You have a bow. But
I would like to re-roll that with my inspiration.
all right, we got 2 inspiration right out of the gate.
12.
Oh no. Okay, so that will not hit.
Okay.
Anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
No, that's all. No, that's it.
Okay. Do we have material engine? We don't. That's why that's not working. Okay. Sorry. All right. Now I have to do this like the real tough way, like actually going in here. Oh, sorry. I didn't even start. What am I doing? Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Wow, wow, wee, wow.
I know.
I think that means I get a redo.
That's what it sounds like.
That's what
Ken,
it
you're
looks
up.
like.
So, I guess, let's see, how far away is he? Oh, yeah. So, the Iron Defender yells, "Oh, yeah!" And this charges up the Krampus.
So it bursts through another section of the wall. It just makes a hole, a steel
And Ken
defender
kinda jumps
sized
to the
hole in
side
the
as
wall.
he does that.
What?
And Ken jumps to the side of the wall as he does that.
Okay. So
'Cause
he
Ken,
runs
without
up there.
thinking, ordered him to attack. And Ken didn't think about where he was standing versus, so Ken had to jump to the side.
Okay.
Iron Defender. Let's see here. Ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. How do I do him? There we go. Features. This is a bite attack, but that's not right.
Oh yeah,
That's
I
definitely
didn't.
not right.
It's definitely not. I
Oh.
didn't. I didn't know exactly how to update the thing, so I just kind of threw some stuff. I think he was. Oh, he was the. He's the OG. It's normally like a dog, so I have to remember to update that. But anyway, so okay, so he
Damn.
kind of like starts punching at him. The 13 will not hit.
There we go. All right, 13 won't hit.
Nope.
All right. That's it for him.
Okay, well, he can make a second attack because he's super powered with that sword in there.
Man, I just closed out his character sheet, so...
Oh my gosh.
Look at her butt.
It is so average sized.
20.
That'll hit.
And let's see. It's gonna be 1d8 plus 3. So 1d8 plus 3. 5. Oh, 2d8. Sorry, no, what's 1d8?
Okay. So it does 5 plus 3. So it's actually going to do an additional plus 2 because of the sword. So its fists glow like bright white, and he swings with both of them. The first one misses, the second one connects. It seems to hurt quite a bit. So it is going to. $10. That one hits for 10, and we're moving on to Ken.
So Ken, I'm gonna have him cast Branding Smite. Can I actually put that into the chat here? A level 2 spell. Yeah, there we go. I click this. Cast spell. Why is it saying for the attack? I don't think it's an actual attack. Oh, it's if I do damage, I think, right? Oh, yeah, next time you hit a creature with a weapon attack before the spell ends, the weapon gleams astral. Yeah, so, all right. So then Ken's going to run along the wall, and then he's going to shoot with his gun. Because the Branding Smite's a bonus action. I'm fairly certain where to go. Yeah, it's a bonus action. So he's going to fire with his gun. Attack. Boom, and he's using the what you call it, the pyro pack.
Okay.
So 20.
20 will hit. I couldn't see it because the die was on top of it.
So because he's using the juiced up pack, it's what, 2d8 fire damage on the target.
Yep.
Plus 2d6 radiant damage.
Okay. Damage. So it's 2d6 fire and 2d8 radiant?
Yep. So it's 2d8 from the pack, spending the 3 charges, and it's 2d8 from the Branding Smite.
Okay. So it seems to affect him, but not as much as you would have thought. But he is hit, and it knocks him back a little bit into the wall, and he's like, he seems angry.
Yeah, so it did 8 radiant and 10 fire damage.
Okay.
Just so you know the breakup.
Thank you. All right.
And then I'm going to attack once more with my rifle for my extra attack.
Okay.
And I probably missed with that one.
That misses, yes.
Yeah, you didn't tell us the DC this time.
Oh, I'm sorry. His DC is armor class is 17.
All right, and that's it for my turn.
Okay. So on his turn, he is going to... Let's see. So you see him just after he gets bounced off this wall and comes back, he starts and he starts making this weird noise and just grows. And he becomes large. And he then... Let's see.
I swear, if you have him throw it.
Throw? The Dawnbringer, you mean?
Yeah, he had Bane throw him last time.
No, he's not going to throw it. All right. And he's going to go to here and make an attack against Dawnbringer. So let's see. He rolls his attack die. I only have this written down, so it's not going to be the modifiers or anything. So bear with me. Well, that's going to hit. So that will hit, and he's going to take 14 points of damage, and Dawnbringer needs to take a dexterity saving throw.
Attributes. There we go. $17.
All right. So it's DC 15, so he's okay. And then he's going to move to here, and he's going to make an attack against Ken. Same attack. That's not going to hit, though. And that will be his turn.
Okay.
Mazzarello.
All right. Well, I'm gonna like peek through this this Dawnbringer sized hole, and I'm gonna hang on. Let me see. Can I do this? I want to do a 15-foot cube around me. I just need to see. Okay, so I don't have to hit. Okay. I'm gonna hit him with Thunder Wave. I never. What do you mean previous? Oh. Don't mind me. We're gonna cast that at second level.
Okay.
We're gonna do it right there. Let me delete this old one. Oh, I deleted the wrong one. I'm sorry. I don't understand what I'm doing.
It's okay. It only hits him.
We saw. Yeah. Let me roll for damage.
DC 16 con save, right?
Yes.
It's coming. It's thinking about it. 19.
All right. So half as much damage and isn't pushed. So you're going to take whatever, 7 damage. And then I'm going to spend a spell, a sorcery point. I think it's 1. No, it's 2 sorcery points to use a cantrip and hit him with the Ray of Frost.
Okay. That will not hit.
Yeah, that'll miss. And
Okay.
then I think that's it.
All right. On your turn, he is going to open up his, like, the red bag that he's toting on his shoulder. He kind of like throws it on the ground and opens it up, and this cloud of just like nauseatingly greenish brown fog comes out of it and spreads rapidly around you all. I need everyone to please take a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Hold on.
I just rolled it in D&D Beyond without thinking. So that's not where I gotta roll it. Now I'm gonna fail it. Because I passed it over there.
Would
Well,
you still
I mean, if
consider
you-
us being in the forest here?
Yes.
11.
And it's a wisdom saving throw?
Yes.
Oh, this is weird. I used to have inspiration on my character sheet. And now it's... Oh, there it is.
I think it got... Oh, yeah, it's there. Okay, so... Mazzarello failed that one. Maddie did not. Ken failed. Micah failed. Alright. And then we also need one for Menry, but not for Dawnbringer. Dawnbringer's just outside of range. So...
Oh, Menry. Okay.
Yeah, motion, I will let you roll for Menry.
Wait, did Micah pass or fail?
Micah got a 14, so that's fail.
Menry got a 15.
Menry passed. Okay, so you're all... Anyone who failed is poisoned for 1 minute.
Ew.
So that means you have
Gross.
disadvantage on ability checks and saving throws. Oh, I'm sorry. Disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
I don't like that.
Gross.
Okay, Maddie, you're up.
Maddie's gonna use Chill Touch to slap him
All right.
because he's being rude.
He is being rude.
Can
That will not hit.
I use inspiration?
Yes.
14.
All right, that will hit. Not hit. I'm
Okay.
thinking ghosts again.
I forgot what his thing is already.
17.
Okay.
17.
17. Okay. Got it.
All
That's it for Maddie.
All right. Moving on to Menry.
Memory's gonna fly over.
Okay.
And Memory's gonna bite.
All right. Oh, that'll hit.
Memory's gonna bite really hard
Yeah. Good job, Menry.
with the 12
All right.
for damage.
Gee, Menry.
And then Memory's gonna fly back to Maddie.
All right. So Menry chomps down on him. And again, it doesn't seem to hurt him as much as you would think. Like, he just is like, "Ugh," and shrugs it off.
Okay.
All right. Back to Micah.
Okay. First things first, I'm gonna also come through this Dawnbringer hole here. And then God, I have disadvantage.
You kind of broke up there for me for a second. I don't know if that was
Oh, I
Just
have
me thing?
disadvantage on all my attack rolls right now, right? That's what you
correct.
said?
Yes.
Ugh, this is terrible.
Okay.
Okay, we're just gonna... Why is it telling me my previous roll wasn't completed? That's weird.
I don't know.
We're gonna go Eldritch Blast again, and we're not hitting shit.
All right. Yep. That just veers off right behind him and into the forest somewhere. You hear like as a tree kind of cracks and falls down.
But did it make a sound?
It did. Thus
It
proving. We discovered the truth here today.
And I think that's... I mean, that's it. I can't do nothing else, so...
I put a cool snow effect on the scene too.
Snow.
All right.
As we're dying, it's fine.
It's fine. Technically, only the Iron Defender has been hurt so far. I should say Dawnbringer has been hurt.
Fair.
My feelings are hurt because I'm poisoned.
Oh, also that.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm sorry.
All right.
There we go. Found it. All right. Dude, where did I put his character sheet? So he's gonna roll to hit. So a D20. Boom. Normal. It actually says he has a +6 to hit. So that would be a 17.
That will hit.
All right.
I was working on changing it while I had a second while you were doing something else.
Yeah, Force Empowered Rend has a +6 to hit. So I don't know if that includes the strength or not. That's the only thing. So I don't think that includes the strength. I think it would just be a 14. So would that hit with a 14?
What was the roll?
It would be a 14 in total.
A 14 total. 14 does not hit. Is AC 17.
All right, this won't hit either.
All right.
All right, that's it then for him.
Alrighty.
So I need to go to Ken's turn now.
Get a munch.
And I can't do anything because it's not my turn yet.
Oh, sorry. I didn't adjust it because I keep thinking you take your turn at the same initiative.
I have disadvantage at attack rolls, you said?
Yep.
All right. So Ken's gonna reach into his bag of holding and is gonna throw a bag of caltrops down at this guy's feet.
Okay.
So he has to make it if he goes to move, he's got to make a DC 15 dexterity saving throw, or stop moving this turn and take 1 point of damage, and then his walking speed is reduced by 10 feet. So I'm gonna. Would that be an action or bonus action to do that, Jesse?
That would be an action, I believe.
Okay. No, that's fine. I just wanted to know. So from there, what's that?
I don't know why that just went into chat now, but anyway.
Oh, from there, Ken's gonna go up this way. Dash, is that a action or bonus action?
Dash is an action.
Alright. So I think that's it for Ken, because I don't think there's anything else for a bonus action I can do, so that's it.
All right. Well, then that will go to his turn.
Well, I could do a rabbit hop.
That's why I wanted to read the caltrops thing. Okay. So then he is going to, seeing you move away, he's going to move at half speed and go to right here. And he's going to make an attack against Micah. And I'll just roll it. So it's going to be 8 plus. So that's a 15. What's your AC? 14. So that's going to hit. So you take 14 points of slashing damage plus you need to make a DC 15 dex save.
Okay, but I would also like to use my reaction since he damaged me.
Okay.
So we're gonna... I don't know why it's doing that. He needs to do a DC 13 dexterity.
Okay.
And what was mine? Also dexterity?
Yes.
15, I think.
Is this a power, spell, or a supernatural effect?
It's a spell.
Yes. Okay. So dexterity saving throw.
22.
You got a 23.
Damn it.
Okay.
Well, he's gonna take half the damage anyway, so let me roll that.
Okay, so then you take 14, I believe it was.
So he's gonna take 11 from me.
Okay. Oh, damn, that's a lot. All right. So even though he is like engulfed in fire, he does not seem to be affected by it.
Rude.
He just kind of laughs at you as he's wreathed in flame and then swipes his chains at Mazzarello.
Do.
And that's gonna be an 18.
Fine.
You do have your shield though, if you want to use that, or I think you can use
No,
that as
because
a
it
reaction,
only
right?
puts me to. It doesn't. Actually, my armor class is wrong.
Oh,
You have me a 17 in here, which is what my armor class
Right.
would be with shield. Normally a 12.
okay.
So yeah, I'm not even going to bother because if he rolled an 18, 7 isn't going to do me any good.
Yep. Okay, fair enough. All right, so he's gonna hit you for 14, and then you also need to take a DC 15 dexterity save.
Did the character sheet in here change? It seems different than last week.
It shouldn't have.
All my stuff is in like a different place.
I don't know. It shouldn't, but I did update it, so I don't know. Maybe it readjusted some things.
Yeah, maybe. Saving throw, it's with disadvantage, right?
No, it's no, it's regular. It's attacks and ability checks, but not saving throws. 13. So it still fails. So you take a -1 penalty to your armor save.
So. Okay,
That becomes 11.
got it.
All right.
Yeesh.
So that is his turn. Mazzarello, it's now your turn.
All right. First, I'm gonna be like, hey, ow, Krampus. Quick question. Do you like bagels?
This
Roll
has worked
persuasion.
before. Okay.
Roll persuasion. Okay. And that will be with disadvantage, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Still got an
Yes.
18.
So he looks at you and he says, I hate bagels.
Wow. Now he's got to die.
And like the fire in his eyes seems to just get even bigger.
That is unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear that. So I'm gonna hit him with Rhymes Binding Ice. We're gonna cast that at 3rd level. Make sure. Okay. I'm gonna roll my damage. It's a DC 16 for him.
Okay.
Ooh.
Wow.
I hope he fails that.
Okay. DC 16 dex. Oh, wait, no.
Got a
I did dexterity. It's supposed to be constitution. Normal. 16.
Oh. The worst.
Still quite a bit of damage. He's just not going to be bound.
All right. So he takes the full damage still?
No, he takes half.
Half, which is what, like 27?
Something like that, yeah.
Okay. All right. Hang
And I'm
on.
gonna.
All right. He does like. He seems to be very. It seems to have very, very little effect on him. And he just like. He gets some of the ice like crystallizes on his shoulders and his horns, and he just kind of shakes it off. And he again just kind of looks at you and laughs. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
I'm gonna nervously laugh back at him. I'm gonna cast shield on myself.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna go back through the Dawnbringer shaped hole in the wall.
Okay.
So I can find shield. Where did it go?
Maddie, you're up.
Right.
My shield spell is not in my list of spells. It was before.
Yeah, but
It's there under
you don't
first
cast
level
shield
spells.
until you need to use it as a reaction.
Yeah, it is. It's a reaction, so you don't cast it now anyway. But it's there under
Yeah,
first
so
level.
You might not attack you at all, so there's no reason to cast it.
It should be under my bonus actions as well.
Yeah.
Well, I'm still just gonna go back through this. If it would let me, I can't move anymore because it's not my turn.
Oh, sorry.
Not me to do that.
I'll go back to you, and then you can move, and then we'll go back to Maddie.
I'm just gonna back up a little bit.
Maddie,
How do I get rid of that? I didn't mean to do that.
there's so many templates. You want to get rid of the purple one?
Yeah.
Okay. I got
Thanks.
you. You're welcome.
I don't know what I did. Hold on. I got refresh. Okay. Maddie is going to... How far away? 15? Okay. Maddie's going to... What does this do? Hold on. Maddie's gonna blind him.
Okay.
Or try to blind him. So he has to saving throw.
DC 15.
DC 15.
Come on. He passed with a 20.
Dang. Okay, I guess nothing happens then.
All right.
Sorry. Cool. Good try.
That's
it
been
for
me
Maddie.
every round so far.
That's it for Maddie.
Menry.
Does Menry know Fireball?
Menry knows Fire Blast.
I'm a little too close for him to be throwing
Yeah,
fireball.
that's why I'm like, because it's a 30-foot cone.
Yeah.
I need people to move.
Well, you can move Menry in such a way the cone could hit the guy and nothing else.
I was just making a joke. You don't have to.
I mean, it would be ideal, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Can Menry... How would that... That wouldn't hit Micah or...
No.
Alright. Well then Menry's gonna move there and do Fire Blast.
All right. DC 14 Dex save.
Why
No.
didn't that work?
I'm not doing spells anymore. I can't with these saving throws.
What'd you get? 23?
23.
Yeah.
What the... Menry's gonna fly back.
All right.
That's it.
Micah.
All right, I am getting up close and personal here. And we're gonna take a stab at him. Am I still poisoned?
Yes.
Are you sure?
It's
How long
1
does
minute.
a minute last?
10 turns,
Yeah, 10 turns.
I believe, is the average.
So not 10 rounds, 10, so like other people's turns count.
No, 10 rounds.
Oh, that's lame.
That's terrible. Okay, well, disadvantage we go then. Look at me rolling an 8.
That will not hit.
Yeah, it's not gonna hit, but let's see. I am gonna use my extra attack and do it again.
All right.
Oh my god.
One short. Oh.
One short.
So that will miss. Sorry. Darth,
Can I just spit on him?
you just look so bemused. You can spit on him. I think I would just make him angrier.
I just want to kick him in the shins. Like,
Roll a kick in the shin check.
it'll have disadvantage. I'm gonna get 0. I'm done. Yeah,
Right.
that's it.
Back to Dawnbringer.
Oop, wrong thing. Bow. Bam. 16 just misses.
Not hit.
Hang on. Actions.
Dawnbringer has his second attack. Or if you want to do something else.
Alright, so he's gonna use as his reaction. Oh, that's a reaction, never mind. Oh, I should have done that sooner. I thought it was an actual thing. Alright, I gotta remember that then. Alright. He's gonna attack again.
Okay.
I thought it was something I would use. Bow. 22.
22 will hit.
So that's what, 8 plus 3?
Yes.
No, 1d8 plus 3. 1d8 plus 3. 11 damage.
All right. Congratulations, he's entered injured.
Wow.
All right, good job. Ken, you're up.
So Ken starts looking at the guy and yells at him. Ken grabs his ears and makes him kind of like a crappy pair of horns with him and starts going, "Look at me, I'm a stupid goat man." Bah! And try and like taunt him.
Okay.
And
He
then shoots a
looks your
fireball
way. And as you do that,
at him. Fireball. What?
as you do that, let's see. Okay, as you do that, he gets enraged and he just lets out this like braying cry, and 4 goat legs just sprout from his waist and kick out in all directions. I need Micah and Dawnbringer to roll a DC 15 dexterity saving throw.
He's coming from my ass.
I have disadvantage, right?
No.
Okay.
Attack
Dexterity
rolls and
saving
ability checks.
18 bounced to a 13.
21.
Well, it was DC 15, so you both passed.
Cool.
Oh, okay.
So as that happens, so he kicks out with all these legs, and then runs at you
On my turn.
on your turn, and he ends there.
All right. So Ken then takes a dash action he's gonna run down here 35 feet.
Okay.
And since he took a dash action, he's gonna run another 35 feet.
Okay.
So I'm gonna assume the taunt was a bonus action.
Sure.
Well, no, I'm
since
asking,
it was,
is that what you would call it?
I would call it a free action.
Oh, okay, so then I'll spend my bonus action to then jump 15 feet while turning around and still buying at him.
Okay. All right.
So that's my turn. Can't just sit there. Ah!
On his turn, he is going to. Let's see.
Did the firebolt hit him? I don't remember.
It didn't get
I didn't
cast.
throw it. I decided the dash instead.
Oh, okay.
So he's going to move back over here, seeing that you ran away, jumped over a thing, went down 10 feet, and continued off into the dark of the night. He's going to head
I'm
back
not
over
that
here,
far away.
and he's going to attack Mike.
Did he walk back over the caltrips?
Yeah, I suppose he did.
Yeah.
Dexterity save, right?
Yeah, technically he probably should have taken when he charged at me too, but I guess. We'll go with it this
Well,
time
he would have
instead.
been actually that would have been within his half movement because he moves 60 feet with that
I
ability.
gotcha. All right. But still,
So this he does
Well,
not
he's
get
got-
to move 60 feet. So, oh, he failed.
so yeah, he kind of gets there and gets stuck in place. I think it is.
Yeah, I think he gets stuck right here.
Yeah, he's back about there.
Okay. So he's gonna take 2 attacks. I don't think he can hit Micah from there. He cannot.
And he takes 1 point of piercing damage.
Okay. He does not seem to care. Like he is immune to Legos.
The
And
hoofs.
he whips Dawnbringer twice with his chains. It's +7. So that first one will hit.
Dawnbringer just falls apart.
Oh, well, that one's gonna miss. So the first one does 14 points of damage.
Yeah, Dawnbringer is down for right now.
Not quite. He's got 5 hit points left. And that will be his turn. On to Mozzarella.
Okay. Where did my character sheet go? Ruh-roh. Let's see. I'm gonna come back through the what's it futz shaped hole. I'm gonna cast mirror image.
Okay.
And
That
that's
creates
going
3
to-
mirror images of you, right?
Yep.
All right. Well, good news.
What?
You should be able
You
to
have-
control these.
Ooh. I mean, I don't really do anything with them. They're kind of like sacrificial.
I know, but at
honestly.
least you can move them with you.
Oh, yes. And then I'm going to... do I want to use... That's all I'm going to do for right now.
Okay. So then we're gonna move on to Maddie.
Cool.
Maddie
Let's
and
try this
Mendry.
again. Maddie is gonna use Chill Touch again. Hopefully. Maybe.
Okay.
Just kidding. Maddie's not gonna use Chill Touch.
Okay.
The heck? And we're just gonna go to Menry.
Okay. Menry.
Menry is going to fly over and try to bite him.
Alrighty.
Ah. Hold on.
feel like I'm in the Brady Bunch camera-wise. Stream.
You're not a construct or an undead, right?
Nope. No ghosts. I listen.
We're gonna use scything claws.
Okay. I really feel like that's not in there correctly anymore for some reason. No, it is. Okay.
Is it? Okay. So let's see if it even attacks you before it. No. All right. You know, Memory's gonna huff and fly back.
All right. Sorry, Menry.
Me too, Memory. Me too.
Back to Micah.
All right, we're just gonna try all my weapons at this point. Thank God. Oh my God.
There we go.
Good. All right, I hit something. And did 5 damage.
Hey, it's 5 more than that would have been done if you didn't miss, or if you did miss.
All right.
I call it a win.
Oops.
But I'm also going to use my extra attack again because I think I can do that whenever I want to. Yep, can attack twice instead of once whenever you take the attack action. Okay.
Okay.
Do it again. We're gonna hit
Oh!
again.
2 hits.
Nice.
Hey.
10 more damage.
All right. He's looking a little bit worse for wear.
Okay, that's gonna be it for Micah's turn.
All right. We're on to Dawnbringer.
Actually, can I have control of Ken first?
No. Yes. On to Ken.
Ken goes up here. Boom. He's gonna bonus action
Boom.
jump up here.
Boom.
And then he's going to cast...
How is your movement?
It's 35, but then I have a bonus action for my racial. I can do 3 times a turn to jump 15 feet.
All right.
So that's what I used last time. I dashed and that at the end.
Cool.
Oops.
All right.
Then I am going to, not this one, cast, where is it? Hang on, let me find the spell. It's on my list someplace. Ah, there we go. Boom, we're gonna cast Enlarge Reduce on Dawnbringer.
Oh boy. All right.
And we're gonna double its size in all dimensions, height, multiplied weight by 8, grows by 1 category, medium creatures too large.
Now we got a
so on and
kaiju
so
battle.
forth.
Yes.
Oh gosh.
Does he get more health?
No.
Okay.
But its strength has advantage of strength checks, saving throws. The weapons grow to match the new size. The target's weapon attacks deal 1d4 extra damage.
All right.
But still. Alright, now that's the end of my turn.
All
So
right.
now over to Dawnbringer.
Back to Dawnbringer then.
Yep, over to Dawnbringer. So Dawnbringer's gonna move up and try his luck now. Wow. Wow, oh, of course it misses.
Wait, do you have advantage on that though?
No, it doesn't give you advantage.
Okay.
It's a neat spell.
Yeah, it's advantage on
but-
strength checks and strength saving throws. That's where I got confused.
Yeah. I think it should have more than that, but whatever.
Well, he's got 2 attacks.
Yeah, let's see. Wow.
Oh, jeez. Sorry, Dawnbringer. All right, back to Brumpus. So he is going to. He's looking pretty mad, and he's gonna just use a ruler. He's taking out his ruler. He's gonna move up here and he's gonna go like and take his bag and just slam it onto the ground. Everyone needs to take a DC 15 dexterity saving throw.
Even if they're already poisoned?
It's not poison.
Alright. No, that's just making sure.
Well, failed that one
Past that.
again.
Dawnbringer.
So everyone but Ken failed. But we also need it for Dawnbringer and for
Yeah,
Menry.
I'm doing that right now.
Wait a minute.
Failed.
Mine was. That doesn't make any sense.
What?
On my screen, my dice was a 13. And
Oh.
it's saying +2 is a 13.
Oh. Mine says you rolled an 11.
Weird.
You want to re-roll it?
Maddie rolled a 13.
I see
No, Maddie
Mozzarella
didn't
rolled
roll
a 13. Maddie rolled a 13.
Maybe I just was looking at someone else's dice. I don't know. I don't need to.
No, no
re-roll
one
it,
else
it's
rolled
fine.
a 13, but
It's fine.
You can re-roll it if you want.
I mean, it's probably going to be worse. Why not? Why not? Let's just
Re-roll
for
it. We'll
shits and
take.
giggles.
We'll
Let's
take
go
the
ahead.
higher of the two. Just since there's a question. Okay. Well, we'll take take the 13.
I said it was going to be worse.
Okay.
I mean, either way, you were failing.
It also
so.
it came up on the stream as a 13 too, so
Yeah, I
But-
don't know.
I don't know what
Very
happened. Okay, so everyone who failed, which is everyone except for Dawnbringer and Ken, is going to take 27 points of combined
You
frost
what?
damage and thunder damage.
No.
No, I want to leave that narrative. Thank you.
No. I have 10 hit points.
Mozzarella has a lot more hit points than I thought.
You're ruining Christmas.
I'm sorry.
I am-
the most.
That's his.
I am
That is
near
his
death.
entire existence. Okay.
You
And
didn't
then
take Menry's hit points.
Is it really a holiday special if Jesse doesn't kill one of us?
it's true. It's happened in every other
honestly-
holiday special. And then he's going to use his chains on Mozzarella.
I was about to say, you better not say Micah. I swear.
You're out of range. No, no, you're not. But oh shit.
Well, how do you determine if you hit a mirror?
What do you mean? Oh shit.
Uh oh. How do I? Oh yeah, right. Well, I guess with the one, it doesn't hit the mirror imagery, right? Jeez. Do you have
Yeah.
inspiration?
I do, and I'm going to use it.
Okay.
Jesse's laughing. Cheese is rubbing.
The rest of us are
brow.
crying.
All right.
What do you need for it to hit a mirror image?
A 6.
Okay, so it hits a mirror image. It just gets obliterated, right?
Yep.
Thank God. That would have done another 28.
I mean, honestly, I think at this point, Mozzarella just wants you to free him from this mortal coil.
Well, it's your turn, so.
Yeah. We will cast Rhymes Binding Ice again.
Okay.
And we're going to cast it at 3rd level. We're just going to do one of those so we make sure everyone's safe. Let's roll our damage. And he needs to get a DC 16.
DC 16 con save?
Constitution con, yeah.
Okay. Oh my God.
Yeah, that figures.
Sorry.
So he's going to take whatever half 15 is. Was
All right.
that 7?
7.
Well, 8, I guess, could
8.
round up. And then me and my bros are just gonna go back again.
But hey, at least you can move them.
Yeah.
So,
that's nice.
you know, really kind of winning in that department. All right, so you blast him with cold, and he kind of like laughs and shrugs it off and like dusts the little particles of ice. It doesn't seem to affect him as much as you would have thought.
Yeah.
Thank you for deleting that. Maddie, you're up. What are you doing?
Hold on. Maddie's gonna move up 5 feet.
Okay.
And then she's gonna use symbiotic entity to get some hit points back.
Okay.
Her temporary hit points.
24.
Hmm. And that will be it.
All right. Menry.
Menry. Menry is gonna fly up again. And attempt to do the scything claws.
Okay. The scything claws.
Scything claws. Button.
Ho ho
Words are
ho.
hard. Okay, never mind. Memory's gonna back it up.
Ugh. Okay. Sorry, Menry.
That's it.
Back to Micah.
Okay. Micah's first move is to get the hell away. How far am I? We're gonna go back just a little more. But we are still gonna attack with the longbow.
Okay. Hey, there it is. All right.
Okay.
That's a hit.
Imagine the ranger has to use the longbow. Who would have thought? 8 damage, and then I'm gonna use my extra attack to do it again. We're still gonna
Oh
hit.
my god, it's 2 hits in a row again. It's magic.
Only 4 damage that time.
That's okay. It's damage. We're making progress. All right. So he's looking pretty bad.
Good. Okay, that's gonna be it for my turn.
All right, we move on to Dawnbringer.
Dawnbringer's gonna move up and grapple him.
Okay.
And so that's what gonna be a strength check, right?
Yes.
Whatever that came out to, 20.
Oh wait. Hang on. Let me just check this. Where is it? Okay, he gets advantage. Okay, he's grappled. Kaiju battle.
Let's do it.
So that's an action, so that's gonna be the end of his turn, right?
Yes.
Alright. So then it's on to Ken.
Okay. Does that count as a melee attack?
It counts as an action.
But does it count as a melee attack?
I guess it uses the attack action.
You make an attack action. Yep. Okay. So it is a melee attack. So when he grapples him, Mompus drops his red satchel on the ground, and it opens up, and both of them lift up into the air 10 feet, and they're now both vertically grappling each other 10 feet in the air, just kind of like twirling around slowly. So anyone, well, I was gonna say you get advantage, but you also have to not hit Dawnbringer, so we'll call it even. But yeah, so they're now floating up in the air.
So we're still going to be hitting on disadvantage then.
Yeah, no change,
Yeah,
just because Dawnbringer's embroiled in this now.
All right. I guess Ken's gonna actually run up, grab that sack and then run off.
Okay.
Would be grabbing the sack count as an action, or is that a bonus action?
I'll give it to you as a bonus action.
All right, so Ken will then dash away with his sack. So that's my turn with Ken.
Okay.
Ken grabbed the sack and ran off with it.
Yep. We don't need to keep saying it.
Are you
All right.
sure?
Wait, did Ken grab his sack?
Oh my god.
What did he grab?
Ken totally grabbed Krampus's sack.
Oh God.
Okay. So he is going to just kind of like grab the chains and try to whip Dawnbringer in the back with the first one. Oh my god. We're just gonna go with the D20 roll on that one. I don't know what I did. So that was a 9, so that's gonna miss. He's gonna hit him again. That is a 9 plus 7, so no, he's not gonna hit. So just flying around in the air, he's going to try to make 2 attack rolls against him and miss, and that is his turn. Mazzarello.
I'm gonna go over to Ken. For reasons I don't know, I can't move.
Oh, looks like you're
Hit
using the
little
ruler.
box.
Make sure you're clicking the little.
Next to the little
There we
person
go.
box.
There you go.
Oh, hang on, I gotta bring everyone with me.
I mean, you could
And
probably
I'm gonna tell Ken to like set the bag on the ground, and I'm going to create water, and then I'm going to use, if I could find my freaking character sheet, shape water to encase the bag in a block of ice.
Okay.
All right.
And I think I have to use one of my sorcery points to do that, or 2 of them. And
Could have
then
had Dawnbringer attack.
let me look here 1 second.
That was an attack action, so Dawnbringer could have technically attacked too. Oh well.
Yeah. So I just encased the bag in a block of ice.
Okay. So the red satchel is now encased in a big block of ice.
Yep.
Maddie, you're up.
I'm gonna ask a really dumb question because I forgot how things work.
It's fine. I do that.
When you're measuring, do you start with where your icon is and go, or
Yes.
the space between?
Where you are.
So he's 15 feet.
Yes.
Yes.
Maddie's gonna move up 5 more feet.
Okay.
And then Maddie's gonna try chill touch
Okay.
again.
Now you do know you have other spells that you can use.
Yeah,
Okay.
none of them are looking
I don't know what they do, but
doable.
for
Or
reasons
helpful.
unknown, I'm just suggesting.
None of them are looking very helpful.
Okay.
Or am I rolling with?
Oh. All right. Chill
Nice.
touch.
Cool.
So you just start to like, as they're entwined and twirling in the air, you grab him with the like chilled hand and start crushing his shoulder. That is quite a bit of damage.
Just a bit.
Wow. Okay.
Get good.
He looks real bad.
All right, that's it for Maddie's turn.
All right.
Menry's gonna fly. Oh,
Get him, Menry.
Oh,
Menry's
chill touch
gonna
does
fly
necrotic
up.
damage. Okay.
uh-huh.
I don't know why, for reasons unknown, I always thought it did cold damage. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't even make any sense. Why would you think chill touch would do cold damage?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Why would you think that?
Yeah.
Why?
It's pretty stupid, to be honest.
Menry's gonna try to bite him.
Okay.
Come on, Menry.
Just kidding. Menry's gonna back
Ow.
away.
Poor Menry.
Menry's having a bad night. Menry doesn't like the cold.
Well,
This
at least
guy's
Henry
AC
didn't
is
get
too
a one
high.
to hit Dawnbringer instead.
That's the problem. Micah.
Okay. If it ain't
Got
broke,
this, Micah. Finishing
don't
blow.
fix it.
Here we go.
Finishing blow. Here we go.
Still gonna hit.
Nice.
What?
Do it. Do it.
Max damage.
8 damage.
8.
All right.
Is
So
he still kicking?
why don't you explain what happens when he gets hit with this arrow?
Oh, I'm shooting him right in the eyeball. Like straight through the eyeball, out the back of the head.
All right.
My
So
favorite.
you just wait for like the perfect swirl as he like rotates around, embroiled in this grappling contest with Dawnbringer, and you shoot an arrow as you see his head start to like come around the side, pierces right through his eyeball, and suddenly you just feel this like wave of calm as he drops down to the ground and Ave Maria starts to play in the background. He's dead.
Oh. And you know what? He deserved that. Okay.
He did.
He did.
He deserved it.
All right. You got him. Good job.
Ladies and gentlemen.
I really need a nap now. Can I loot his body? He have anything cool on him?
No, he didn't have anything.
Wow.
He did have a cool chain. He had a cool chain. So, you looting the body, you find a chain whip that you gather has this like it's obviously much more than just a regular chain, but it has this like dripping corrosion that seems to come out of a lot of the chains toward the end of the thing. So there's a safe spot where you can grab it, but if you were to whip it against somebody, you could tell that you would hit them with the corrosive bit, which he was using on you.
Okay.
So pretty obvious.
Could one of us keep the bag?
Yes.
Oh, I'll hold on to the bag.
Okay.
I'll shove it in my bag for now.
Let me unfreeze it. And then,
Yes,
yes.
You're putting the
Jesse,
bag
does it
in your
seem-
bag.
Yeah, I'm putting his sack in my sack.
All right.
Sackception.
Because it doesn't seem like it's a bag of holding, right? Or an interdimensional space in there.
Or is it just a really
Are you
big
checking
bag?
for that before you put it into your bag?
I am checking for that before I do
Okay.
that.
Whew. It is a bag of holding.
Oh, all right. So Ken's like, I'm gonna put this on this side of my sack instead, and Ken kind of just adjusts it and has it hanging from his side right now.
Just like outside of the game, just because I don't know, what happens if you try to put a bag of holding inside of a bag of holding?
I was just gonna ask that question.
was-
so I'm glad you
You
did.
could probably ask Ken that, because Ken probably found that out the hard way at some point.
Bag of holding.
It like rips
Probably
a hole in space time. Nothing good. I don't remember exactly what it does. I was going to look it up,
opens
to
like
be
a
honest.
portal and it sends you to like a random realm or something like that, wherever, or something. It's weird. It's not good.
Okay, placing a bag of holding
runs-
inside an extra dimensional space created by a handy haversack, portable hole, or similar item, such as a bag of holding, destroys both items and opens a gate into the astral plane. The gate originates where one item was placed inside the other. Any creature within 10 feet of the gate is sucked through it to a random location on the astral plane. The gate then closes. The gate is one way and cannot be reopened.
That's good to know, because we have this guy that we're really trying to get rid of.
Theoretically, okay. Think about it this way. If you have 4 bags of holding, okay? You take one, you stick it in the other, open the portal, get sent to the astral plane, then take the other one and stick it inside of the other one. Will it bring you back?
No.
No, just send you
It'll
someplace
send you
else
somewhere
in the
else in the
astral plane.
astral plane.
But like, let's say, for example, that we can like get the bags near Bane and use some sort of like levitate spell or something to put them together, and then he's not a problem anymore for us.
If
All
you
right,
can
someone
work
needs to
that
get
out,
Mage Hand.
boy, that would be interesting. Okay. Well, anyway,
For now, Ken.
there is a bunch
What's
of
that?
stuff in the bag, Ken.
Yeah, we'll go over it later. Ken's like just shoving it to the opposite side, and he's running up to go find Milo.
Well, did you look? You looked in the bag, I assume.
Oh, yeah, real fast.
Okay, so inside the bag, you could tell that this is an exceptionally humongous bag of holding. Inside of it, the most obvious thing you can see is all of the holiday decorations for town. Downstairs.
Sweet.
Oh. Ken lets out a sigh about that, but then, like I said, unless there's anything else I should know right now, he just immediately just starts booking it to go find.
No, I just wanted to make sure that was obvious. Okay, so you run in to the abandoned chapel here, and you find a whole bunch of citizens from town, one of whom is Milo. Another one is the woman from the robot fighting ring. And from what you could tell, pretty much everyone here seems to be relatively unharmed. They've been bruised a little bit from him whacking them with a stick broom, but a twig broom, I should say. But other than that, they seem pretty much fine.
Broom of twigging.
Plus
All
far.
right, so Ken just starts undoing Milo, has Dawnbringer help him with the others,
All right.
since everyone else is kind of hurt, I guess.
Your poison would wear off by now too.
Yeah.
Is the stick broom still laying around?
Yes. Oh my god. Do it.
Can I do like an Arcana check on it or anything?
You can. It's
looking for
just
the
a normal
broom's
broom.
twigs?
It's just a normal twig broom.
Oh, okay.
It's
All right.
nothing magical.
I don't know if maybe it had some Krampus magic.
Nope.
All right. Well, I'm in here helping get everyone unshackled.
All right. So they are extraordinarily thankful to have you unshackling them. And, you know, unless there's anything else you'd like to do here, we can assume you just bring them all back to town.
Yeah.
Ken just hugs Milo, happy to see him, knows he's safe.
Milo's going to look up at you and hug you back and be like, I knew you would help me. I'm so glad you found those nails I smacked into the roof before he stuffed me in that bag.
Ken just nods. Yep. Just as always, right on time. Ken kind of just puffs out his chest and is like, yep. Always here for you.
And he's just like cries a little bit relieved and hugs you again, and then starts to just help everyone else up and then follows you. Were you going to say something, Cheese?
I was just going to take a peek around the room and see if I notice anything worth grabbing.
Okay. You find in the room, go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Oh yeah, my -1. Let's do it.
All right. I have a table here somewhere. Rollable table. There we go. What'd you get?
An 11.
Okay.
I love it.
Okay, I didn't do the thing I was going to do. That's fine. So you find in this room a level 1 healing potion. Congratulations.
Ooh,
as
nice.
well as a scroll of disguise self.
Woo!
Woohoo!
Does it say Ken?
I will trust you to make a note of that.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Oh, I can't just add it in.
Oh wait, I think I can. Spell scroll level 1. And then I can just change the name to there we go.
Cool.
I just named it so you remember what it is, but the flavor text should just be pretty generic. Okay. And then I will give you your healing potion, which you should now have.
Sweet.
All right. And then you take all of the hostages back to Dubstead.
Do we have the decorations too?
You do. They're all in the
Has
sack.
them in his sack.
Maddie's gonna start handing those out to where they seem like they're missing.
Okay. Now it is 11:07 for me, 10 o'clock for some of us, and 9 o'clock for others of us, and 8 o'clock for others, and you know, so on and so forth, and what have you. So there is a little bit more to this session, but understanding that, you know, we need to go to bed. Do we want to continue and finish it up, or do we want to hold off and then finish it up next week?
I'm fine to keep going, but I'm cool with finishing next week as well.
Alright.
That
Okay, for a
depends on how much stuff is left.
Another
don't-
half hour or so I'll be fine with.
I don't think it would be more than 20-30 minutes.
I'm good with that.
Okay, then we will continue up. All right, so you head back into town, and everyone is kind of watching as you enter the town. They seem pretty depressed. This is now the next day, so it is, it's actually late at night going into the next day, and that day is
So
yes.
whatever Maddie doesn't hand out by the time we get to the center of town, I just pour all the decorations around this town center of the tree.
Okay. So
I
you
know
guys,
she's passing them out as we're going.
this is now Snowdrop Eve, so the 27th of night, and
Woo!
you drop all of the stuff. Like, you just upend the whole sack in the center of town.
I start just pouring it out nicely, best I can, so nothing breaks.
Okay.
Kind of going, spinning it around as people come around, I'm sure.
All right. So as people see you hop into town, they seem to look up, and then they notice that you have all these hostages behind you, and they really kind of perk up, and they look, and they're like, and you hear them like whispering that you know, you've freed the hostages, and they start following you, and there's a congregation kind of forming around you as you get to the center of town, and you start picking out the stuff from the sack, and everyone is cheering, and they get really excited, and they start just grabbing stuff and throwing them up, and like immediately in the middle of the night here, hanging up decorations, and trimming the whole town, as others are like cheering, and some people start singing snowdrop carols. And the mayor comes out, and he's like, all right, what is all this commotion? The decorations are back. What does that mean? Ken, are you around here somewhere? And he's like trying to push his way through the crowd. and he sees you.
Ken is
all.
like probably inside the sack trying to pull out anything that didn't come out.
Okay. So he sees the rest of you and he's like, "You're all back." And then he sees all the hostages behind you and he says, "And you found all of the people. It's a snowdrop miracle." And he comes over and he starts to help you pull all the stuff out of the sack, as do some of the automatons. And everyone is just pitching in and helping and hanging up decorations. And within a short amount of time, and also your mother comes out and, you know, gives you a hug and hugs Milo, and they cry a little bit. It's a very touching scene. But all of them start to pitch in and hang up these decorations. Within an hour, very, very wee hours of the morning, the entire town is lit up with an array of different, like, white and blue and gold lights, from like these magical lanterns and things that are just hung up everywhere. And everyone is in much better spirits now. Ken, your mother comes up to you and she says, "Well, I'm glad it didn't take you 2 months this time. Welcome back. Good job, Ken." And she like tussles your hair a little bit.
Ken just hugs her. Doesn't say anything.
So, as Ken's hugging her, she's gonna hug you back and then look at the rest of the group and say, "Thank you all for helping."
I'm just gonna bow.
Oh, and then
welcome.
as you bow, she like forgets and pushes Ken off and just bows like even deeper.
Get out of here, Ken.
Sorry, Ken.
Thank you.
Ken just
Thank you.
shrugs.
All right. All of you have had a pretty massive ordeal, especially you, Milo. Let's get back to the house and have a rest.
Micah needs a nap.
Yeah.
All right. So
Maddie.
y'all head back to Ken's workshop and have a long rest and some warm vegetable stew in the afternoon when you wake up. So it's now noonish on Snowdrop Eve when you wake up. And you don't gracefully wake up. You wake up to a commotion outside. Trumpets blaring at first, and then you look out and you see a procession of Fae marching through the town, led by Alarel and her consul, along with several dryads behind them, and of course Ken's father and aunt walking behind them dutifully. Although, Ken, you would notice your father and aunt make a glance back at the workshop as they pass by, heading towards the town center.
Y'all, we haven't had a chance to talk to Maggie yet.
Sure didn't.
Nope.
Ken, I simply say she knows they're here to talk. I made sure they knew that info before we left.
Okay. We don't know how Maggie feels about that, though.
Ken's like, it'll be fine.
Okay. It's Snowdrop. What's the worst that could happen?
Everybody's in good spirits. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Ken's like, don't worry. You got the heroes of Snowdrop here, right? Yeah, well, she's gonna be fine. She's not gonna want to make a scene in front of her new Duke friend and the heroes of Snowdrop, right?
Right.
I mean, I don't know her, so.
Ken's like, don't worry, you'll be fine.
Never met her in my life.
So are you guys just hanging out in the workshop, or are you gonna do anything?
No,
I'm gonna get. Oh no, you start, Cheese.
I was gonna say no. I'm gonna go out and try and head him off.
All right.
Ken's gonna grab his mother and Milo and ask them to come with him to the town center.
Okay.
Micah's gonna follow Mozzarella.
Okay.
Maddie's gonna follow Micah.
Okay.
And Ken kind of talks to his mother, saying he's kind of sad his sisters haven't shown up yet.
Well, Ken, you know they're out on business.
You'll see why. Don't worry. It's nice if they're here for Snowdrop, but you'll understand.
Okay. So you all head out towards the town center, following Alarel in the procession. Cheese, you're able to catch up with them a few blocks before they get to like the town hall where they're heading.
All right, I just want to tell Alarel that we did send a message to Maggie that we needed to speak to her about a truce, but we haven't had audience with her yet.
And she gestures over to the town hall and she says, well, I believe that your message was received. And at the town hall, you see a group is gathered of what looks to be political figures. The mayor is there. There are several other like well-garbed, official-looking type people there that you don't recognize. And also another one of these automatons, but much more ornate and slightly taller than the other ones.
Okay.
Will you be coming along?
Yeah, I'll join you.
We thank you. And with that, they continue towards the town center with the four of you and Ken's mother and Milo.
I can't wait to see Ken's mom beat up Ken's dad.
Yes.
That is a good point because Ken would be catching up at about this point. And the three of you are at the front of this, and you would just hear like kind of drowned out yelling and like in the background. And then you would notice that several of the people, including Ken and Milo, are not in the back of the procession anymore. And you just hear like muffled yelling coming from kind of like a side area of the street.
Yeah.
So, Ken, since you're there, your mother would be yelling at your father, just,
Oh yeah.
where have you been? There may or may not be slippers being thrown.
She's taking slippers off of other people and throwing them.
Give me your slippers.
Random people walking by, she's just knocking them over and taking their shoes and throwing them at him. Is this your no, it's your father's sister is your aunt. So
Yes.
she's throwing them at both of them. It doesn't matter. She's just
Oh, yeah.
she's hucking shoes everywhere.
Equal opportunity slipper thrower.
Yep. So for the rest of you, Ken, do you want to continue to just watch this chaos unfold, or do you want to continue with the rest of
No,
it?
Ken's gonna say, just look at his mom and say, yeah, don't be too harsh on him. He already got a hurting for me, but I gotta go catch up to them, Mom. Just try not to kill Dad before I see him later again, all right? I kiss her on the cheek and then I run off. I kiss her on the cheek and run off.
He's just like on the ground with his hand up, getting smacked repeatedly with other people's shoes.
Yeah, and I feel like I have a feeling like as I'm running off, a shoe probably still gets thrown my way.
All right. So you guys continue down towards town center. And as you approach, Maggie, you would recognize, is obviously the more ornate looking automaton. On her head, you see stamped like 001 where the other ones all have like some other designation of 2 letters and then 3 numbers. And she is standing there and kind of like open-armed, looking down at Alarel approaching with the rest of you. And as they enter the main part of the square and they stop, Maggie starts to walk down the steps of the town hall and says,
And
Oh,
what
you cut out.
and what brings the Fae Queen to my land?
Alarel responds with, I was told that there was a possibility of a truce, and I wasn't going to shirk the opportunity for our 2 peoples to meet a peaceful end of this conflict. So Maggie looks...
Yep.
Go ahead.
I was like, Ken's at the side, just kind of like smiling, kind of like nervously, and kind of like waving hi.
Now, have you... I'm leaving this up to you. What is your relationship with Maggie? Would you have met before?
I would assume during some time, because of what I do for work, I would think
Yeah.
she'd have been around. She
Yeah.
probably have to approve the workshop or something and everything else at different points.
Okay.
You know, probably has to get her official approval before they could do the arm replacements and stuff, I would guess, right?
Yeah. Makes sense to me. I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
Ah. Hello, Ken. I assume you had something to do with this.
Ken just goes, little.
Well,
And then kind of points over. Also, the Duke over here. I guess he's not a soul vampire, though. But he
yes.
has something to do.
the new Duke. Welcome
Yes.
to Dumpstead.
And she kind of just
Thank
looks
you.
at you, waiting for a name.
Thank you. I'm Mozzarella. I apologize that our paths have not crossed yet. I had hoped to be able to speak to you much sooner, months ago even. And then I'm going to give, well, I'll keep it formal for this moment before I word vomit the situation.
Okay.
And I'll just bow.
So she does like a formal, like short bow. And she begins to walk into the building, as does Alarel. The rest of the Fae Court kind of walks in, but the 2 of them walk up the stairs towards the mayor's office. The rest of the Fae stay in the main lobby area. It's up to you guys what you would like to do.
Oh, Ken just starts walking up the stairs like he belongs.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to go too because I feel like technically neither one of them knows that I was like, oh yeah, a truce is possible.
I'm just gonna follow everybody else and also go to the office, I guess.
Okay.
Same.
So you all walk in, and not to bore anyone with me talking back and forth to myself for 5 minutes, but there is a lengthy conversation between Maggie and Alarel. Mozzarella, I would assume you also chime in from time to time to kind of set records straight and offer some perspective from an outsider's point of view.
Well, yeah, and I also kind of want to make sure, I know that I brought Alarel up to speed on the Bane issue,
Yes.
but I want to bring Maggie up to speed as well.
Okay, so that is kind of the first order of business. And after that, they kind of agree that a truce needs to be struck. And after several hours of kind of negotiating back and forth, listening to all points, the 4 of you inputting when necessary, a deal is made between Maggie and Alarel, where they bring up Ken's point of kind of rotating where they harvest lumber from and replanting in the areas. In fact, the Order of Autumn agrees to oversee the regrowth of harvested areas of trees, as long as Arc Maggie agrees to only harvest trees in those designated areas.
Seems reasonable.
Hang on 1 second. And as a bonus for the Fae, Maggie agrees to replant all of the areas of forest over several years that they have destroyed harvesting wood. And the two of them agree to work together to find a more permanent solution that does not rely on, harvesting the trees that are important to the Fae creatures and the elves in the area.
I might be able to help with that, because we were discussing bringing up trade from Valen Route, and I got a whole mess of lumberjacks. So if it's wood that Arc Maggie needs, we may be able to provide that.
So Maggie looks at you and she says, well, this may be an even better solution.
This may be an even better solution.
Yeah.
A truce, then, between Arc Maggie and the Fae, and an alliance between Arc Maggie and Violet Route.
This sounds very good to me.
All right. So that is kind of the conclusion of these negotiations. The Fae agree to help with the growing of the forests as long as Arc Maggie does not forest beyond the bounds of what is agreed. And both sides, seem relatively happy with the conclusion here.
I would like to ask Alarel their opinion on sending some druids to Valen Route to oversee, to make sure we are not, that we're being respectful about how we harvest our wood.
Of course, Mazzarella, we would be happy to do such a thing, although I do believe that you have an incredibly powerful druid in your own company who could probably be even more helpful.
That's right. Maddie.
Oh shit. Maddie's a druid.
Sounds like you do.
We are like great friends who know everything about each other.
It's fine.
Alarel's just like, it's fine.
I just thought Maddie really liked mushrooms. I didn't know it was like a druid thing.
Maddie doesn't consider herself great, so she would have never offered.
We will send some additional dryads and druids to be of assistance. But I believe Maddie probably knows the area better than we do. We stay mostly in the Feywild. Our involvement in the Arc Maggie situation was purely because the elves that live in the material plane asked us for aid, and we couldn't allow the rampant destruction of the forest to go unheeded. But of course, we will help.
Sure. I'm just wondering if the elves in the material plane could be rallied to our cause as well.
We would be happy to.
Okay. All right. This is great. This is a great snowdrop.
They make an agreement to hop out of the Feywild. There are other Feywild gateways that exist in Valen Route, so they agree to meet you at Doma.
Fantastic.
Yeah. All right. So with that, the negotiations end. And we'll say that, the Fae hang around a little bit. And, you know, just to kind of conclude the snowdrop situation here, you guys head back to Ken's house. Yes.
You real fast. Ken's gonna ask for a moment of Maggie's time for the thing we were talking about in this group chat.
Yes, and we will say that we can talk about that later.
Yeah.
If that's cool. But yes, so this is where we'll insert
that's fine.
that.
I just wanted to say, yeah.
Yep. That's perfect. All right.
Maddie wanted to hand out presents.
Oh, well, hang on. We're getting to
Real
that.
quick. Okay.
So, you guys head back to Ken's. You hang out there for the rest of the day, eating some stew. The mood is very light and happy after, you know, Ken's dad is kind of sitting in a chair in the kitchen with like ice packs all over his head, as is the aunt. Both Milo and Ken's mom are like taking turns yelling at them, but also like getting them food and ice packs. And they see you guys come in and they say, "Welcome back. Hope the negotiation went well." And then Ken, your father, looks at you and he says, "Well done, Ken. Very proud of you." And your mom's like, "Shut up!" and smacks him in the head with a slipper. And then she feeds him a little bit more stew. So you guys spend the rest of the day here just kind of laughing at that, taking a rest, chatting amongst yourselves. Ken, you probably spend some time tinkering with different things in Dawnbringer, and then you go to sleep, wake up the next day, and it is Snowdrop. Happy Snowdrop, everybody.
Happy Snowdrop.
Happy Snowdrop.
Yay!
So yes, now I know that Motion you wanted to
Maddie's just like standing in front of everybody, smiling really big when they wake up.
Micah is concerned by this.
So I know that we didn't have a lot of time to get a lot of gifts, but I have something for you. And Maddie walks up to Maz and hands him a bracelet made of rope with gold iridescent fish scales and pebbles woven into it.
It's beautiful.
And then she walks over to Micah and gives Micah a bracelet made of wire with small mammal skulls and a black Menry scale woven into it.
It's amazing.
Yeah. And then she turns to Ken
Ken just cocks his head sideways and looks at you.
and hands Ken a bracelet. You get Cole. You get a slipper. A bracelet woven from like a carrot stem. You know how it's like long and lanky, with berries and seed holes woven into them. And then Maddie goes to the kitchen to eat. That's it. Okay, bye.
And sniffs it.
Don't eat it.
Well, I'm gonna put mine on.
Yes, I am also going to wear mine.
Ken's like, I guess I'll wear mine because I feel like if I don't, my mom's gonna throw a slipper at me.
And then
And that's all Maddie's got.
All right.
She doesn't want to say anything else.
I don't have any presents for anyone.
Maddie had to do a whole action to find all those. I'm gonna give them away.
Well, that was nice.
That's
That was very
That's right.
descriptive.
very.
I've been working on them all month.
I love it.
If I could draw, I would have drawn them.
No, I got. They're like very descriptive.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like it.
they're good.
Man, I was not expecting that.
Expecting what?
The
Mozzarella's
like
gonna like.
the gifts. I mean, I knew she had a plan for gifts for you guys, but
Mozzarella's gonna like feel guilty they didn't have a present, so he's gonna try and like make a quick ice sculpture of Maddie, but it just looks real bad. But he's just like, "Here, I made this for you."
Thanks.
You're welcome.
I love it.
You know,
Spent an hour shading the upper lip.
And then it melts.
All right. So, just to wrap up the snowdrop, for the rest of the day, you guys spend together doing all of the snowdrop festivities. You head to the town center and help light the giant snow tree in the center of the center. Every townsperson, you guys included, is invited to come up and add some kind of meaningful decoration to the tree. And then Maggie comes up and raises a hand and lights all of the lights on the tree at the same time magically with, you know, like I said before, all the blue and white and gold lights that are all around town. Ken, as you're all standing there, the woman in charge of the Robot League finds you and says that she's sorry she didn't have much of a chance to talk to you before, but you have a full membership to the Robot League now. You are welcomed back in, and you can come anytime to fight with your Dawnbringer.
Ken says thank you.
Glad
Glad you're safe.
And she says thank you and hugs you as she walks off to spend the day with the rest of her family. There's also, later on, you all attend a lunar ball where the townspeople, you know, all dance, and you're all in like a large ballroom in the back of the town hall that's adorned with ice sculptures that somehow never melt, and magical snow that rains down from the ceiling and evaporates before it hits the floor. There's dice that was rolled.
I rolled the wrong thing. I rolled this. It's actually the same roll. Wow. There we go. Ken's definitely joining the band though.
Okay. And during
He's on
the
stage playing his instrument,
what are you playing?
a lyre.
Okay, so during the ball, Ken just jumps up on stage with the rest of the band and starts playing his lyre, however you say it.
Lyre.
His lyre.
Pretty sure it's lyre.
I don't know. I'm gonna go with that because I don't know. I'm assuming you're right. And then all of you are also made guests of honor at a feast, also incorporating the Fae representatives. Baggy doesn't eat anything because she's, you know, lich. And then
Being wined and dined.
yeah. And then at the end of the night, as you're all walking back from the festivities, off in the distance, you see 20 ships arriving from Doma. And that is where we will end the session today.
Ken frowns.
I'm frowning.
More
Ken
friends.
just go. Even though we're ending there, Ken just goes, "This is what happens when you don't send a message for 2 months."
I didn't make enough bracelets for that.
Oh no, you didn't make Kermbag a bracelet?
Yeah, you could just like get Kermbag anything and he'll be happy.
Well, now I know that what's his name? The other M dude, Mewtwo. I don't remember his name.
Me too.
Munisai?
Munisai did not deliver my message. All right. All right.
All right.
I mean,
All right.
Happy Snowdrop.
Happy Snowdrop, everybody.
Snowdrop.
I hope everyone had a good Snowdrop holiday season. Thank you all for joining us so much today. Wait, thank you so much for joining us all.
you have to say
Words are hard.
I mean, I got the words, just the order.
This is our last stream of 2023.
Holy crap.
Oh yeah.
next year.
We've been streaming for almost a year now, right? No.
No.
When did we start?
We have to have a 1-year anniversary.
Was it March
we
we
start-
started?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it? Oh wow.
9 months.
For some
Dang.
reason, I thought we started in the summer, but no.
Yeah. No, we started in the spring. All right.
Wow.
Well, thanks everyone for coming on this adventure in 2023 with us.
MVPs.
Woo.
It's been an awesome year. I think you guys will all agree, right? Well, I mean, maybe not everything in the year was awesome, but the D&D was pretty awesome.
The D&D was good.
D&D was
I
great.
can't speak to the year as a whole. But thank you for putting up with me and all of our craziness. That sounded more derogatory than I meant it to. But all right. Anyone want any parting words from anyone other than me?
Happy Honda days.
Merry
Joyous
Toyota-thon.
Toyota-thon.
Yeah, there we go.
I hope y'all have a Ford Fiesta.
Ooh. Yeah, no, I hope everyone's holidays is great. I hope everyone has a great new year.
Yes.
See you on the other
Just-
side.
See you on the other side. And remember, when you make your resolutions, to be gentle
Join the
on
Discord.
yourself.
Throw that in there.
I'm getting
Join the Discord.
Oh boy.
Yes, your New Year's resolution is to join the Discord.
Yeah.
Real easy, super simple.
There it is. Whirl just threw it in there. Thank you, Whirl.
Easy peasy.
Whirl, thank you for being the best mod of 2023.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey. All right. Do we want to do where can we find everyone this week? Let's start with motionless.
Motionless.
White?
Yeah, you're a static image.
Thank you, Earl.
Oh, that's right. I am not here. I'm just my voice. They're controlling me, really. I'll be live tomorrow on my Twitch channel at twitch.tv/motion sickness for some First Person Friday. Playing, I think we're going to do some Ready or Not.
Sweet.
So,
you
everybody's
go.
welcome to join in if you have it and you have time and you want to come play. 10 p.m. Eastern. And then you can find me everywhere else at Motion Sickness.
All right. And Cheese, what are you up to?
This weekend, nothing really. I'm sure there will be a stream at some point that I'm included in over at twitch.tv/StevieTheDork, but otherwise you can just find me on Twitter or Blue Sky at unholy_cheese. I think you and I will be doing WoW not this coming Monday, but the following Monday.
Yes.
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 So,
Coming Monday is also a holiday.
yes, it's New Year's.
All right.
So-
Well, yeah.
Okay, that's it. That's
All
it.
right. Powder,
I'm out.
where are you?
You can find me over on the X Twitter thing in our Discord.
On X
I
Twitter.
am probably gonna go bother Motion tomorrow because I feel like if I don't at least try to play, Whirl's gonna get mad at me.
Let's go.
World does yell at people
He
sometimes.
does.
Now that
Darth
I know
has
Ready or Not,
experience.
Whirl's will be like, nope, you're joining us. Wake
Girl
up.
yells at me too. All right, Darth, where are you going to be at?
So I may or may not play Ready or Not tomorrow with Motion. But I'm also very, very deep into Baldur's Gate again. But also Twitter and Instagram and TikTok and Blue Sky, all Darth Rabbit 526.
All right.
Oh.
Where are you going to be, Jesse?
I'll be right here. I forgot I usually do something. All right. So yeah, me, I'll be here. I'll be in the Discord. I'll be on Twitter. And I'll be live with Cheese, not this coming Monday because it's New Year's Day, but the following one, playing some World of Warcraft. So hopefully we'll see you there. Thank you all again so much for being with us all year, and we'll see you in the next year when we do more of this stuff and the other
Yes.
stuff. And
Yes.
and there you go. All right. Happy New Year, everybody.
I got the raid.
Bye.
Bye.
wishing to all a good night.
All right, make